Did you hear him lock up like that?
I don't exactly know what that does. I think it's possible that right now we're already live.
If locking up was a person.
That's what Glenn has to say about that. It's hard to tell. It's just hard to tell. That is a goal for next week. Is how can I tell?
Need an on-air light.
I need an on-air light.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
Nope.
There we
Done.
go.
Yeah. So tonight, April
He doesn't know.
is doing music bingo at the local bar with a couple girlfriends, and so Bella is ours. And instead of locking her in her kennel all night, I thought maybe she could just terrorize us, which she's doing.
She's good at it.
Yeah. As 4 out of the 5 of us, 4 out of the 6 of us are eating. So I usually just ignore her, and she usually lays quietly next to me, and then occasionally I might drop something down for her. So let's go to, both cams. Use my button and see how long that takes to go over to the other side. So the problem with being on just on my logo screen when I go live is I can't tell that we're actually live.
Who invited you up on the seat?
Waiting for it.
I have nothing for you.
Where's that bone? It's bone in the middle of the floor, right?
It was. Must have picked it up and moved it. It was like right over here. Oh, it's under the chair.
As you guys are going into custody. That's it.
There we go.
Yeah. Come on now.
Don't distract her for.
Let's refresh this
30
screen,
seconds.
because last week it went live and I didn't know it. Hey, we are live. Live from my basement. It's Thursday night. Woo! Ken, I didn't hear you woo.
I didn't get a woo from him.
You filtered it out. I was very sad.
Oh. Woo! Oh, and to go along with that, let's do the woo! The crowd goes nuts. Yeah, there's a little
There we
sound
go.
effect that I have programmed in the studio. The studio audience goes wild.
And rightly so.
So let's jump over to Dave only. The Dave cam. Oh, that's the Dave cam. I want the iMac only. This one. So this is just me. Welcome to Dave's Imagination. Dave's Imaginations presents Descent into Avernus, Slipping Hell's Grasp. Before we do anything else, let's go ahead and run the intro.
Dave's Imaginations is filmed before a fake studio audience.
You just dissed all our watchers.
The illusion is broken. Illusion broken as one of our cast members has revealed that we don't actually have a studio audience. Nor do we have watchers. But that's okay. We do have post watchers. Somebody is watching this after the fact. At least for a little bit. We have some viewers. Dave's Imaginations, the #1 YouTube role-playing game, live role-playing game on Thursday nights, produced in the greater Dunlap area. I'm pretty sure. So, but let's jump over to let's go to both cams. Let's go
I
here.
like how the words get fancier and fancier. Now it's produced.
Produced. Yeah, I thought it might not be the #1 watched in the greater Dunlap area.
On Thursday
Are you
night.
sure?
Because there are other we have some stiff competition with Critical Role. There is quite likely more people watching Critical Role than my show on Thursday nights. you don't even know what Critical Role is. It's okay.
Am I supposed to know what critical role is? Perhaps.
So, welcome to Dave's Imaginations, and we could just slide right into. Oh, first of all, I do not need YouTube up on my. This is my game screen. My game screen. This is a game screen I've been using for years and years. Let's jump over to my notes and do the summary. As I saw multiple videos this week with the title "Professional Dungeon Masters Don't Do a Summary." Summary. Not only do I do a summary, but I do a teaser text message. If I remember.
Professional DMs have a professional team of players.
That's kind of true too, right? We are just guys, just buddies playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I take umbrage at that, Noel. We've
You're
been doing
authentic.
We've been doing this a long time, a very long time.
Has it been 10 years? What do you think? Well, how old was Bryce when we first started? I bet it was.
Oh, well, just playing the game?
Yeah.
How long
Well,
have you been playing?
you came later. Noel and I have been playing. Leonard, you were amongst that too.
Ken and I joined last,
Later.
I think.
Yeah. So it's probably
It
been.
wasn't before I retired.
10
though.
years?
No, it wasn't. So,
That's
but
only 8 years.
so it could be 8 years. Though.
Yeah.
Could be 8 years. And we've been live on YouTube for 2.5, 2+, since the middle of Strahd. So anyway, but we're not in Barovia. We are in Avernus. Yes, hell. the
Barovia looked like a picnic.
Yeah, really.
Pretty much.
I did see
Barovia is
Makes
the
me long
second
for those
level of hell,
dreary, foggy skies.
for
that
the half levels.
there is a comic book based off Avernus, off this module, a 5-book arc, and they're available. If you search for it, the name isn't coming to me, but it's Dungeons and Dragons, and I wish I could remember. Anyway, 5-book comic book that kind of does a story arc, so that's kind of cool. But let's talk about our story arc. The fate of Elturel is at hand. There would be 3 sessions. There would be 3 sessions left before Elturel was pulled into the River Styx, and the inhabitants would meet their fate. Elturel being pulled by the 8 chains from giant gearboxes. You had previously covered 8 adamantium rods that act as keys to deactivate.
On the first try. Oh, sorry.
Gearboxes. You had deactivated 5 of the 8. The Mimic, the Magma Field, the Cavern of Shadows, Krishningle's Cheer, and the depth of the River Styx. As you deactivated the gearboxes, you came to realize that the chains caused an imbalance and put Elturel at risk of dumping its inhabitants. You decided to coordinate the release of the
would've been
last
funny.
3 chains.
Wouldn't that have been funny to watch it tilt?
We could have.
That's kind of what happened to Krishningel, and good thing he
It's
was
raining
around.
men. Oh, no, sorry.
It's raining man.
Humans. Yeah. You began last week's session finding that the gearboxes you were currently investigating was at the center of a camp of mutated road warriors. The good news was that the gang was led by a marauder that you are familiar with, Smiler. Smiler introduced you to Dr. Mordrake. Mordrake asked for living human organic material. He said that Martello would make a fine specimen. Smiler then said, to ensure the security of the gearboxes, he would require some living human organic material. Otherwise, he could not support allowing us to deactivate the gearboxes.
We didn't tell him we were going to do that, did we?
I don't remember.
Yeah, you said you were coming down here to do something with the
Not
chain.
to,
We didn't
we're,
say we were going to deactivate.
Okay.
to deactivate
Probably
them.
just
We're
general maintenance.
just in
PMs.
wanted, preventative maintenance. Wanted to inspect
Yeah.
them.
Well, you did something, and they didn't like it.
Right.
Well, you have to turn it off in order to do the
Well, yeah, you got to take the chain out to grease it.
Lockout tag out, man.
lockout
Yeah,
tag.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Nice.
then
Whoops! I know, I forgot something.
You then scouted the gearbox on the Demon Landing site and were aided by a platoon of devils as you liberated the gearbox from the Alkalith. The Alkalith battery. No, it wasn't a battery. Alkalith being a fiend that is at its core a portal to the abyss. With the demons abated, Panlamir was left and awaited a signal to deactivate the gearbox. The rest of you returned to the gearbox where you brought good cheer to Krishningal. I actually went back to the video because I want to make sure this actually happened. You did go back to Krishningal. You did gather 5 bodies, and it was a simple task with the 3. Where I lost my place.
Oh, we did.
Yes, you did. According
We
to
clear remind that.
you collected the 5 of the freshest dead bodies you could find and delivered them to Smiler
Said
and Dr.
that we
Mordrake.
didn't, yeah, walk through.
Well, good thing we had the video.
Yeah, that's right. Stating you were
That's right. This,
stating you were not
really
done,
happened?
Christiana Ruckus and Gloin went to the dog kennels, while Martello, Olak, and Minnie waited at Smiler's camp. With the 3 groups in position, Gloin transformed into Grolgark and flew up to Eltrol and released his fiery breath. It was a simple task for Panlamir to deactivate his gearbox. He then teleported to Smiler's camp. Christiana and Ruckus had a bit more difficult time as the chain was protected by a group of gnolls. It took them about 4 rounds before they could deactivate the gearbox and teleport back to Smiler's camp. Seeing the Gold Dragon release his fiery breath, Martello and Olak deactivated the chain's gearbox. This upset the gang of mutants, which then began to converge on them in an attempt to, quote, seize them.
To be clear, your description order was a little out of order.
Let me finish.
Yeah, they deactivated, and then we teleported back to Smiler's camp.
That's what he said.
We begin the evening rolling initiative with Martello, Olak, and the mutants in the first round. Then Panlamir will join the initiative during the second round. At the same time, Grolgark had drawn the attention of 4 Varroks. Grolgark is being chased by the Varroks as he dashes towards Smiler's camp. Grolgark will arrive on the round 4. On the 5th round, because it took you 4 rounds, on the 5th round, Ruckus and Christiana will join.
okay.
Yep.
If you somehow defeat or escape the gang of mutant marauders, your expectation is that Bell will reveal the location of the bleeding Citadel, so you can retrieve the Sword of Zariel. Then, with the Sword of Zariel, you hope to have the power to defeat Zariel, or perhaps at least remind Zariel of the celestial lawful good creature she was and could be once again. With Zariel defeated or converted, she would then release the companion that is binding Elturel to Avernus. The companion is actually a Planetar. You might recall a Planetar is a Titan angel, giant, powerful angel. Elturel can only be returned to the mortal plane when the Planetar is destroyed. The giant angel Planetar or companion exists by the sheer will of Zariel. There would have been 3 sessions left before Elturel was pulled into her 6, but that damage is done.
Could we just destroy Zariel's will?
Destroyed
If it
Zariel
exists
what?
through Zariel's will.
So, Lacey H.,
Blasphemous Testament of Zariel.
would you like me to transport you there now so you could try? So, we begin. Everyone can roll initiative.
We already did, I think.
We don't
None of
have
us
enough
ain't
arrows
there
in that
yet?
quiver to do that.
They're
I do
magical
have
arrows, they just
numbers.
appear.
But I don't know
They
that those
appear
were
in
current.
my hand as I load my crossbow.
That is awesome.
We didn't roll at the end of the last session, did we?
I don't remember.
We had initiative
Maybe
going
I'm
on
think-
before that,
Yeah.
right? And I think we're going to re-roll now.
Yeah,
Nat
makes sense.
20 plus 2.
For all of us?
Unnatural 20.
Yeah, so I have a 22.
Glenn, what'd you get?
An unnatural 14.
You're Ruckus.
Ruckus.
14. Panlamir?
17.
17.
It's not like an undead.
Gloin?
Demonic
Sorry, I didn't know I
14.
was supposed to roll.
Martello?
9.
9.
9.
Olak?
20.
Nice. Yeah, you mentioned that. Gloin?
13.
13. All right. A little shuffling around. My normal resort doesn't work when I have it grouped into 3 different groups. That all seems right. So Olak, let's jump over to right here on screen. The Marauders are pressing in as you have released the chains. You see this, and they seize them. They're all looking at you. They released it, or they messed with the chain. They weren't supposed to do that. Get them.
Okay.
Just kill him.
You see them reaching to their side, chains with balls on each side, and they seem to twinge with electricity as they start to twirl them.
The chain is and they just
Okay, do they, based on my vast knowledge of weaponry, do these seem like weapons that are close combat, or if we ran away, they would not be able to get us?
They look like
grab
ranged
one
weapons.
as the chain's going.
They look like ranged weapons?
They look like bolos. You're familiar with bolos.
Kenneth's not.
So it's basically 2 weights on either side of a chain that they throw and it wraps around.
Wrap. Oh, yep. Okay.
But these seem to be twinging with some sort of extra ability.
Okay.
They're ballbuster bolos. You want to find out why they call them that?
But you would also know that a typical bolo isn't really designed to hurt you. A typical
Well,
bolo.
yeah, but if you're flying and get hit by something and knocked unconscious, that's gonna hurt.
It could, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I don't have a better idea, so we're gonna go for it. Okay, I am going to. Well, actually, okay. Next question. Are those 2 in base contact with Minnie yet, or is
Not
Minnie still
quite.
far enough away?
Not quite yet.
I'm going to step to the side. Whoa.
So I'm saying there's a divider between you and Martello, right?
Right. I just want to touch him.
Okay, yeah, you can reach over it, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna reach over and
How about a point of clarification?
cast.
You're right.
Is this bless still in effect? Is there a blessing still in effect?
I think so.
on. Let's see here.
You did that during the battle.
It's a 1 hour thing, right?
How long does bless last?
I'm checking.
Even if it's a minute, it should still be active.
10 minutes.
The minutes
Maybe
pushing
pushing
it.
it.
Yeah.
Concentration up to a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's over.
Yep.
You can rebless if you want. All right, go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna cast fly with a 4th level slot, so I can cast it on both me and Martello.
Nice. I can fly. I can fly. I can fly. All right. You cast fly, and you launch yourself up. Was it 30 feet in the air? Your movement speed?
Oh no, I think fly gives you
Flying
movement
speed of 60 feet. Nice.
I will just move up. I'll move up like 25 feet. Because Minnie is going to follow me and go up, and I want Minnie to be ahead of him, like hiding behind me, which in this case, because it's 3D, will basically be like parked on my shoulders.
All right. So, you have Minnie get behind you, and you fly up 25 feet.
Yeah, well, Minnie also flies.
Yes,
So Minnie can fly up on his own.
Minnie already flies up, right? You're not carrying it, but you're commanding Minnie to fly up with you
Yes.
and get some cover behind you. I got you.
Yep.
All right. So,
And then Minnie will throw some shots
oh,
at things.
okay. Go for it.
So we're it's okay.
Well,
Diplomacy's done.
he-
So much for that +6 persuasion.
Yeah, better figure out what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
when
I was telling
Bam,
Christian talk your way out of it last week, but
yeah.
There's nothing to say I
Well,
couldn't.
you see, Minnie, Minnie feels very close to going crazy. So
Maybe it's. Oh. Does Minnie need to claim some lives?
Yep.
Oh, you still have that.
This could be a problem.
So this fucker's got wiped. These people are looking humanoid, right?
Well, yes.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
modified.
They used to be.
Okay, whichever one is within, like, pick whichever one looks the weakest and within 80 feet, and that's who Minnie's gonna go after.
Yeah, we'll just do the one right in front of him. But I'll move Minnie kind of back here, right?
Yeah, up on my shoulders. Okay. 11, 23, 24, 16.
We're looking for 15s.
All right, so the bottom three. So 6, 6, and 9.
6, 6, and 9 points of damage. 12 and 9 is 21. All right. Yeah, that kind of the one that folk had the one right in front of it now has 3 arrows out of it, and it's like with its octopus arm, it's grasping at those arrows, trying to pull out of it. It looks, as it does, the blood streams down its chest. It looks like it's not feeling so good.
All right, and then Olaf's would go, no, bad, Minnie, bad. But Wankin's like, yeah, you did good.
Yeah, well, you each get 3 bolos thrown at you as the mutants go next.
All 3 of us, or just
Each, well, no,
You
you're
say
right.
each of
You're,
you,
oh,
like-
you're right. So I was thinking each of you, but we specifically said Minnie was hiding behind you. So I'm going to change that. So the 2 of you each get 4.
swell?
Though the one that with the arrows in his chest is too busy trying to pull him out. All right. So the first 4. And these
I claim they miss.
3, you claim they miss.
So,
And these are all +8.
you're teleporting
Holy.
yourself back.
Yes.
This is going to be
And we're coming with what's
Martello.
We don't know this is going on. So
So
we back to some
Poof.
random spot.
does a 21 hit?
Yes.
All right, so then the 27 would hit. So you had 2. All right, so now you weren't off the ground yet.
Right.
You had just been given the ability. You hadn't had a turn to move.
Yep.
But you just got hit by 2 electrified bolos.
Wow.
All right. Now these are not designed to hurt you. They are designed to disable you.
Okay.
All right. And so,
So they can eat you later.
but you need to make 2 Constitution DC 18 Constitution saving throw, or you lose conscious.
Okay.
Dang.
Now, while he figures that out, I'm going to roll the other 4 for you.
Okay.
These are all +8.
Well, I think that natural 20 probably is going to hit.
So 21 hit.
I actually think so. No, a 21 does not hit.
All right, so you only need to make 1 Constitution saving throw. How'd you do?
Failed them both.
You failed them both, so no reason to use your inspiration to redo one of them.
Oh, well, that's probably worth a shot at this stage of the game.
They're separate though, right?
They were separate,
So,
so you're gonna lose anyway.
Oh.
One's taking you down there. So what happens is you have 2 bolos wrap around you. You don't take any damage,
Right.
per se, but you are unconscious on the ground. Now, Olak, you lose your capacity, and I believe that means you fall. Right? If you go, the bolo wraps around you, and you become paralyzed.
Wait, what? Olak rolled. I think Olak passed, though.
But with a natural 20, wouldn't Olak fail? 28? So what happens when I said you remain, you had the choice. The choice was either when they hit, you either are paralyzed and awake, or paralyzed and unconscious. Either way, if they hit, you're restrained. It's wrapped around you. You're zapped by the bolt. So I think 1 hit you.
Yeah, one hit me. Yeah.
Yeah, and you rolled your Constitution save of 25. It looks like. So you pass that. You're gonna remain awake as you fall to the ground with this bolo around you. Assuming.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
Okay, but
Yeah, because he doesn't have a hover thing. So okay.
Yeah.
That
And
makes
you
sense.
said you were 25 feet? So
Yes.
that means 2d6.
But if he's awake, can't he still concentrate on his spell, or is the spell not still in effect? Just because he's paralyzed, not like he's flapping his arms to fly.
You don't get a hover ability. So if this reduces his movement speed to 0, then I don't think he can fly anymore.
Okay, just asking.
8 points
It's
of
basically it's like the whole if you're tripped thing. Like you don't have a hover ability, you're tripped. That means you come crashing down at the ground. That's why it's convenient to trip dragons.
Okay.
So you're awake, but you're restrained, and you're. I always forget my. I'm gonna say you're paralyzed as you're zapped with this. Now Minnie's
That
not,
was it.
as he just
Damage.
lost all his cover. Go ahead, Ken.
8 damage. Sorry, 8 damage, right?
8 damage. Yes.
Yep. All right. Cool. And then I gotta do a con save.
So with paralyzed, you cannot move or speak.
Yeah. Yeah. You are electrocuted. You're.
Okay.
Good. All right. I still have concentration though.
Okay. It would be Martello's turn, but you are incapacitated. You are. I get my terms mixed up. Incapacitated feels right.
Well, yeah,
Does he get a
paralyzed.
chance?
You are, as part of paralyzed, they're incapacitated.
What's that?
Does he get a chance to?
No,
Break free?
No, he doesn't. He's asleep or unconscious and incapacitated. But you didn't take any damage.
Paralyzed.
You're paralyzed. Yes. Yeah. You're conscious though. You can see what's going on around you. As you look up and you see Minnie drawing his next set of arrows, kind of protecting your body.
Yep.
And that is one
I'm confused. He's
paralyzed and unconscious.
and unconscious.
He's paralyzed and on the ground but conscious.
Okay.
Well, his butt is conscious.
I
His head is
understand.
conscious. His body is conscious. And now,
His butt's actually a bit numb.
The
His
conscious
butt's
was the part. Because I'm about to ban family. I don't even know
that's
what
right.
the situation looks like.
And the reason I'm unconscious is because I failed
You failed.
both saves, whereas he made a save.
Right.
So, okay.
Well, you failed any of this. Yeah, right.
Yep.
So,
But
because
he was only hit by one of 4.
Right.
he was only hit by 1 of 4, he only needed to make 1 save.
Okay, got it.
You were hit by 2.
Right.
You only need to fail 1.
Right, got it.
Olak. Pardon me. There really isn't any saving throw here. Well, the saving throw would be you have to save again, else fall unconscious. But you're laying there, you look up, it would be your turn. It would be Minnie's turn again. So describe, I don't know what you can really do paralyzed laying on the ground.
Yeah, Ola can't do anything. But
Yeah.
Minnie's
Minnie-
gonna be a badass.
Yeah.
Shoot again because he knows what needs to happen. He wants a death.
Yeah.
One of those is a crit. Okay, a 23, a natural 20, a 20, and a 21.
It's 15. So,
Yeah, okay, so they all hit, so
and then add up all of them,
Five.
and then his max damage is what, 9?
yes, so 5 plus 4, 9, another 4, 13, another 4, 17, plus 9 is 26.
Yeah, that takes down this one right here. Assuming he was picking the same one.
Yeah, same one. And was that a humanoid?
Yes.
Humanoid?
I'll say yes.
All right, we're safe again, guys. And Minnie's gonna fly another 30 feet straight up. He's just trying to get out.
Does Minnie go berserk if he doesn't kill something?
Yes.
I don't know if he. I don't know. Does he becomes berserk if he doesn't kill something?
Yep.
Well, it could be a interesting week next week. All right. But now
So Minnie's 55 feet up.
55 feet up. That means any throws at him would be at disadvantage. However, would they? Now that they're out of comfortable bolo range, they're probably gonna switch over to some ranged attack. Let's say this guy moves over here, and he literally throws these 2 mutant rats at him.
Nice.
Flaying through the air. And so +8 to hit. Mini. Oh.
20 or something.
A 12 + 8 is an unnatural 20. That probably hits. I don't know. Does a 12 hit?
No, 12 does not.
So one of them flies past. The other one grabs onto Minnie and grapples him.
Okay.
Now, I would assume they would both fall. I don't.
Minnie's flying.
Yeah. So
Can he
Would,
carry something?
would Minnie turn into his cube form?
I was wondering about that. Is that only when he takes damage?
it is
Or is that
definitely.
just a...
It is a defensive mechanism for him to. He can make up his mind to use his defense mechanism to turn into that cube and fall to the ground. He wouldn't take any damage, right?
That's a
But
reaction.
it takes a whole nother turn.
What?
He can do that as a reaction, but then it takes a whole nother turn if he wants to come back as Minnie.
Okay, I'm envisioning. So he's flying directly. So Olak is basically on his back on the ground.
Yep.
Minnie is flying directly above him.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what I'm envisioning is Minnie looks down, decides that this is a safe opportunity, and as the thing grapples him,
Yep.
he turns into a cube and falls and lands on Olak's stomach, and then sucks himself onto the armor.
Sucks
So
it.
basically, just
Sticks to
gut punches
Olaf's
Olak.
armor.
I'm missing part. When you say sucks himself,
Sticks.
sticks himself sticks himself to Olak's armor. Gotcha. I agreed. And then the mutant rat folk here would take 2d6 of damage. We'll call that 6. As they both land to the ground. Okay. Cool turn. He didn't kill anyone. Oh, he did. He killed someone in the previous turn. And now it's Panlomir's turn. You bamf into... Where would you...
So this the question.
Yeah, well, we're.
I don't think I
would
can be biased at
Do
this
like
point.
quadrants
I can't
and
be
like
biased.
dice roll.
Can't be objective.
Yeah, let's roll.
So I'm thinking your places to bamf in would be 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. It would be 1...
Roll a d12.
Yeah, just roll a d12. And
Let's,
then,
okay,
yeah.
let's roll.
Decide direction.
They're offering variability there.
And a
Yeah.
d20 to.
I like it. We're doing it. We're doing it.
For
Actually,
distance.
I wouldn't even mind
You
100.
could do a D100.
D100.
Radial coordinates, right?
I like 12.
Fate chart.
Basically.
I like a clock.
12's complicated.
We're going to do 12. And it's going to be a clock with 12 o'clock being right here. And let's roll that D12.
This is dangerous for me.
Is the origin the anchor?
Yes.
Nice.
3 o'clock. So I picture you right here, Noel. Right in there.
Okay. That's what you want to do.
Oh, that's what I want to do, huh? You're the mystical, arcane. You cast the spell of teleportation, or your ability to do it, whatever it is, and it searches for the closest uninhabited space near the chain that you could fit in, and that is what the arcane randomness, chaotic forces of the arcane energies placed you right there.
The guy next to Smither goes, "He's here." As I walk through the portal, like Thanos.
So you get your turn.
Okay.
You
So
see,
I look around. I see Olak's on the ground. Martello's on the ground.
Minnie's a cube.
Minnie's a cube,
and a rat folk on top of them.
and nobody's looking at me.
And they're all, well, the ones here are looking at you. However, the ones behind you might be.
No.
That seems unlikely.
envisioning 2 of my guys are down.
They don't seem dead.
3.
No, but they're down on the ground.
They are.
One's
Yeah.
unconscious.
Absolutely.
One's got
you
a
can't
robot
tell.
stuck.
And you do see a dead mutant on the ground, though.
Yeah, and so there's a combat going on.
Fireball.
And 2 of your guys are down on the ground. Yeah.
I don't have those kinds of.
Use your breath weapon. You don't have a breath weapon?
Got anything to barter with?
I whip
This
out.
was all a mistake.
You know, I'm tempted, but at the same time,
Can't we all just get along?
Martell is a pretty reasonable guy. Olak, he's a little chaotic.
What? How could you? Even?
Throwing around accusations like that.
I'm no Ta.
No, you're no Ta.
No, he's no Ta. That's for sure.
Oh,
Trust me, we're all thankful for that.
I see a bolo roller wrapped around his leg, and both legs actually. So I'm going for it. I pull out my mace and I charge the first guy in front of me.
Oh, yeah, it's right there.
Yep. And first attack. I'm going to cast Booming Blade as well. So this, it goes with the action of attack.
I think Booming Blade replaces your attack action.
Yeah. But I'm using my mace to use the Booming Blade. Come on, baby. What is that? Oh, come on. It is a 15. Rolled up to 25. You said anything?
15.
And this has got Booming Blade, so that should be included in the thing there.
Well, if they didn't notice you before, they noticed you now with the booming blade.
A booming thing of thunder that can be heard within 300 feet.
So
Pretty much the whole
Hey, that's
camp.
my shtick.
that's 27 points of damage.
Yeah, he took it. He's still
Still
up.
standing. All right, second swing.
Now, you've used your attack action to cast booming blade.
Yes. So I still get 2 attacks, don't I?
No, you use your attack action to you cast booming blade.
Read the spell. Whoa, what does it say?
For the record, I rolled a 19.
Yeah.
Booming Blade.
Because it doesn't say, although it doesn't.
You brandish a weapon and the spell makes a melee attack with one creature within 5 feet on a hit. Normal effect. Your weapon's normal effects, and then becomes sheathed, and so that was the 27.
The main thing is, does it say you make a weapon attack as a part of the spell on the same turn, or is it next time you make a weapon attack?
You brandish the weapon used in the spell's casting and make a melee attack with it against one creature. So that's one hit, right?
So you're using the cast a spell action to cast Booming Blade.
Sure. It's one attack.
And then as
That's all I
part of
get.
that, you get to make a swing.
However,
Yep.
I'm going to use the Mark of Zariel
There you go.
to do another attack.
Ah.
I could do a spell, though. I'll do Booming Blade again.
There you go. That's a cantrip, isn't it?
It's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Cantrips are
But I think
spells.
we said in the Mark of Zariel that you could use another
okay.
regular spell
Yeah, that makes sense.
as an exception to
It's
the
like
normal
another
rule.
turn.
Yeah, like you were taking a whole nother turn.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. So that. Oops. Yeah,
But you can only use
that was a 19. So that's a critical.
Ah, nice.
Let's see what we
I
get.
mean, you're going to cut down the sky. As another thunderous boom goes off.
Did it not roll?
It sounds like
Here it
feet
goes.
coming downstairs.
Nothing's
coming.
showing up
Jumped the
on,
last
Here
2
it comes.
steps.
Foundry.
She likes to sleep like that.
What? Something about you smells
Old to be
good.
young.
That was
I think it
it's
might be
21
Yeah,
plus
yeah,
18.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I mean,
39.
as your booming blade connects, he explodes in a
Literally explodes. That's-
literally explodes.
I
in a-
want those guys next to him to feel
The blood and guts
the-
all over him.
Intestines
the
wrapping
two-
around there.
and two of them in front of them get splattered with the carnage from this guy.
All right. And then I cast, as my bonus action, Far Step.
Okay.
And I'm going to bamf to the top of that hill where that big ogre guy was. Can I reach there?
Yeah.
That's the question.
So how far can you first up?
I'm double checking that right now.
It's not that far.
I think it's.
It is up
Shouldn't
15
it be
feet.
called near step?
So you're gonna need a 40 feet to get up there.
Yeah. 60 feet.
All right, no problems. How close to the big guy would you like to be?
I'd like a little distance. Not that it's going to matter. He can still reach me if he wants to.
Yeah. So right here.
Yeah. Maybe put me behind that rock, so like hiding behind that rock.
All right.
Behind the pelvis.
Yeah.
Duck and cover.
All right, that's your turn. Coming out from the tent, pushing his way through, is Smiler, followed slowly behind is Mordrake, who peeks just peeks outside the tent. So he still has mostly cover from the tent. Smiler comes, what's going on?
He just said
Body
to seize him, right?
And- well, Smiler did not say seize them.
Who said seize him?
There was the mutants that said that.
No. Well, I wasn't there anyway, so.
Yeah. Smiley comes out and says, what the heck's going on? Everyone, put your weapons down! Mordrake, get out of here! We got someone that's come down. But my experiments. Get out here! Fine. And Smiley comes out. Release these guys. They're our guests. But boss. No buts. They take the bolos off. They've reduced their weapons, and Martello. The electricity has stopped pulsing, and as one of the mutants is over you, with a buzzsaw in one hand, but shaking you awake with the other. As drool drips down the side of your face.
Swell.
And these guys come up here. Mordrake is over a dead body here.
Hey, that's a fresh kill for him.
Spare parts.
Spare parts, man. He's warm.
Well-
That's recent.
Somebody brought some bodies, right? For
Yeah, you got it. Well, you haven't arrived yet with them, have you?
oh, yeah,
So you regain consciousness. You're still bound. That you can see that there's hands on you trying to release those bolos that wrapped around you. You hear these voices. You see the friendly, smiling face of Smiler above you. Our greatest apologies.
Oh, so I can speak.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
speak now. You really can't take much action as you're kind of still.
Well, thank you, Smiler. I'm not sure what happened to warrant this unwarranted attack. Oh,
And then everyone, you say that, and the mutant's all, look at the chain! And he looks up and says, oh, the infernal chain seems to have some slack now that it didn't have before. How did that occur?
We were here to fix it.
well,
So at the same time, Olak, this is happening to you. You are awake the whole time anyway. The ratful climbs off you. You have those mutants' hands pawing at you, pulling their bolos off. So you can join this conversation too if you want. But you do have many kind of stuck to your chest.
Yep. That's fine. Minnie can stay there.
So the question at hand is, Martello in his stupor said, "We didn't do anything. They attacked us for no reason." And that was contradicted by many mutants pointing at the chain with Slack and Smiler.
Why do you think we were here? We were here to keep the chain from doing that. And you attacked us, and now it's too late. We can't do anything.
Nice.
Deception.
Persuasion, that's ultimately an ultimate deception check.
Go for it.
I'm really good at those.
Excellent.
You're in the middle of fixing it to you
I'm
clowns.
really good. I mean, I have a -1.
I was hoping for a +0, but
Okay, so that's 14 plus 13. Hold on. I have a feature. I need to make sure it works on ability checks, though. Where is it? Flash of Genius. Ability check. All right, I'll use my Flash of Genius to add a +4 to the roll.
Which makes
So
it
I think it's a 17.
a 17. Yeah, Smiler's not buying it. He knows how these. Well, he has a general idea how these gearboxes and chains work, and he just shakes his head. I think you could come up with something better than that.
No.
And then he looks over his shoulder and sees the dead bodies. Looks up to Panelmere.
Where am I?
You're on top of the rock
Yeah, how does he know where I am?
because he surveyed the area.
because he can see you.
The rock's up high.
Because you don't have an extra arm. You stand out.
Yeah. Okay, whatever.
I hope we can stand down.
And I'll bamf right next to him. Well, as close as I can to him.
Misty step? Is that what?
Far step. Far step.
You
Keeps
can use
going.
that as often as you want, huh?
For up to a minute.
So this seems like a good spot where you may not be in base contact
Yeah.
with a bunch of. You see the doctor standing over a dead body, poking and prodding,
I kind of shake my mace. Get all the blood.
and Mordric says, "Take him to my tent," and he starts moving off to the next. He looks over there and he says, "Smiler, I don't think there's much of the other guy to recover."
Really?
And they all
Two
kind of
glowing
look
blades.
at Panlemere. And the doctor says, "I don't suppose you know something about that."
Here.
In the bits.
Maybe you can do something with that.
He pulls out a little vial and tucks
Because
it
nose
in.
in my hair.
And he looks at you cautiously. "I'll be in my tent if you need anything further," as they make their way off to the tent. All right, I think that's round 2. What did we say? Round 4. But let's do the whole. Meanwhile, we have glowing Grolgark, being pursued by 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, but
that's
4 Varroks. As you're making the chase, the Varroks, hot on your tail, are not without aerial weapons. But they need to be within 15 feet to use their spore attack.
I'm dragging Brox. Do I have an action?
Yes, your action is dashing toward the camp, is what you've instructed me.
I might just
But
change my mind.
You might just change your mind because after the first round where you both move and dash, they start to release their stunning screech. First, one Varrock emits a horrific screech. Each creature within 20 feet of it that can hear it and isn't a demon must make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
How'd they get within 20 feet of me?
Because you were coming down, they were coming up, and you are now in hot pursuit.
They can fly faster than I can?
They can fly as fast as you can.
So they started within 20 feet of me.
They did not. You were coming down, they were coming up, and they intercepted you.
I don't think you understand physics.
I think he's got it right.
You were going opposite
What
direction.
do you want?
You're in a dogfight.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Well, if they're within 5 feet of me, I have an action.
I said 20.
Well, if you can say 20, I can say 5 because I'm sure it's more than 20.
At some point, they came within 20 feet.
All right.
Because I'll just do a shh,
According
and
to
I'll be right in their midst.
according to the initiative count, it's their turn.
Oh, okay.
All right. I will give you a response, but your first thing is, as they get within reach, as they get within that 20 feet range, the first one does a stunning screech, and you need to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. Let's see if you make that.
Oh, I'm sure to lose.
A DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
For Constitution on a dragon? Yeah.
Oh, on the dragon? It's a +5.
There you go.
Survey says.
It's only 12.
It's only a 12.
Told you I'd fail.
Do you have inspiration, by chance?
I haven't used it, so I guess I do.
It's a, yeah.
Okay, that's 15.
There you go.
15 is...
No, I don't have inspiration.
Yeah, but
Yeah. And
you're
there's
not
only-
falling to your death now.
No, but there's 3 more that are going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So that was one that
Yeah.
just did. You look, and there's 3 more on their way. As you're darting toward the camp, that's where we started. It is now your turn. You felt this tug as you shook it off. You have choices, right? You have one within 20 feet. You see 3 more behind it. As you're flying, do you want to continue to dash off, or do you want to turn around and defend yourself against what would be 3 rocks?
What I want to do is do a backing action with my wings,
Yeah.
and they can all catch up with me, and they're all surrounding me.
Okay. All right. I like it. Go for
I
it.
don't.
He's got a plan.
You got a plan.
You got a plan.
Brakes.
You put on the air brakes.
Word of
And
radiance.
one flies past you fast, and then 3 are right around you. I'm going to say 3 as the one kind of flew beyond you.
Word of
Top
radiance.
gun move.
They have to pass a con 18 save.
Con 18 save for 3 of them.
You have the
That'd be within
Pattern
5
is
feet
full.
of me.
the new one, whatever, a year or 2 ago. It was better than I thought. I was expecting.
And the Constitution is +4 for each of these rolls. The first one, the closest one, flew by you faster, so it's not within range.
They all failed. Well, one of those was a 16, though, wasn't it?
These are all, yeah, one of these is a 16.
It passed.
Okay, these were all +4s, so yeah, one of them was a 16. So one passed and 2 failed.
It had to be an 18.
So 1 passed and, it had to be an 18. So all 3 failed. What happens?
Oh, it was already +4 added to the 16?
It
Okay.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a 12 on the die, +4 made it a
So
16.
it's radiant damage, 3d6 plus 5.
3d6 plus 5. Okay.
So it's 14 radiant damage. Each.
14 radiant damage. They didn't like it, but they took it.
Did you fall?
No. It's a scratch. It's only a scratch. These are beefy. The rocks are
Yeah.
beefy.
So that was my action, so I can't now attack as a dragon with my claws.
No.
and stuff,
You
so.
use your action. You can move, but you said you were within 5 feet, so they're
Yeah.
going to get a reaction back at you.
Right. But that reaction won't be there. It'll
Won't be their turn.
physical attack.
Correct. But if you're within 5 feet, they will get a reaction if you move away.
Okay. I'm going to move away and head towards the one that went past me.
Sure.
Go
All
ahead.
right.
Go ahead and do your best.
Yeah, these are +6.
Do your worst, for I shall thrive.
So 24.
Anything over an 18 hits.
On
All
a
right.
dragon? Crazy.
So
the
you
natural
take-
armor is 18.
It's 14 slashing damage.
Okay. 14 on 178.
Yeah. Do it with the magic style. Magic gathering style, maybe. And you head toward the first one. All right, then it's now their turn. And they're going to release a 15-foot radius cloud of toxic spores. And spores, the creature in that area must make a Constitution saving throw, 14, 4 times.
So I moved, right?
You moved. They converged on you.
Yeah, and then I moved.
No. Your turn, you moved and you got the one. Their turn, they're all coming at you. They get to move. So you're up in the air.
Yeah.
The air brakes. They surrounded you.
Yeah.
You did your action.
Yeah.
You moved to the one that was further out.
Yeah.
Their turn. They get to move.
They catch up.
They
Okay.
catch up with you.
Okay.
They do their thing.
They do their thing.
Okay.
So those three are all within 15 feet of you. There's 3, 4. Those 4 are all within 15 feet of you. You need to make 4 DC 14 Constitution saving throws, or become poisoned.
Yes, that is rough.
Yeah.
Truly. 4 Constitution saving throws. Fail, 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 fail.
All right.
Anything worth doing.
You're taking 20 points of poison damage.
What's the number I had to meet, by the way?
14.
As a dragon, are you immune to poison damage?
So one of them passed.
Maybe if
I
you were a
think you're
green
immune.
dragon.
No, the only immunity I have is fire.
Oh.
If he was a green dragon, he probably would be.
So 20 points of poison damage, and you're poisoned, which means any D20 roll now has disadvantage.
I'm immune to poison damage. But...
All right. That was their turn. It's
So
back
your
to you.
skin's green?
So they're not within 5 feet of me.
Well, one is,
Magic
the other
that I've
2
been
aren't. Other 3
It's
are
all
not.
blood magic that I do.
But they're still close.
They're within 15 feet of you.
Use a little green dragon blood.
One is right there. You flew up to him. Right? He belched on you. The other 3 are within 15 feet, and they belched on you.
Okay, so bite and claw with that one. Bite, 1 attack, claw, 2 attacks.
Okay.
Plus 10 to hit.
Okay.
17.
All right. Now, their AC is actually 20.
Really?
No joke.
All fails.
Yeah. Would you like to move?
Yes. Towards
Yeah,
us.
might as well.
Towards us.
They'll use their reaction.
Oh yeah.
The one will get to use this. The other 3 I said were beyond
Really?
it.
No, point of clarification. So, as a dragon, he has a flight speed.
Yeah.
Could he choose, rather than not flying, but to plummet?
Yeah, absolutely. He can
And
choose that.
would that exceed his flight speed? I don't know. You'd have to. I don't know what.
What's your terminal velocity?
That
What's
is-
your terminal velocity?
I don't want to do the physics. He has a movement speed of what? 60?
80.
80.
No, yeah, 80.
All right. And so he can move 80 feet on his turn. But these guys also have movement speed of 80. So so they're going to keep up, but it's your turn. You fly off. The question is, in the future, are you going to use your speed, your turn to fly off, or dash to
Oh, yeah.
keep away?
Yeah, we're flying and dashing. But they'll do the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a dogfight.
But then they don't have an action to attack you
They don't have an action.
If they want to keep up
if they
with you.
want to keep up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that. There's one. Who cares, right? It's one attack, opportunity attack here. It's a 12. It's a 20. A natural 20, and it will do another 14 points of damage as it rips at your dragon scales. All right, but you're locked in this dock as you both move and dash, move and dash. You're coming toward the camp.
Mm-hmm.
You see the crowd below, and you probably could see that there was one guy being carted off, one mutant being carted off to the tent. You see 2 of your guys are surrounded on the ground and surrounded by mutants, and Panamir and Smiler are kind of off, and they seem to be chatting.
Okay. So it doesn't look like they're in midst of combat right now, so I wouldn't. Of course, I'm bringing the party to them, so to speak. Yeah, I don't know what to do. They're in impervious to fire.
Impervious to a lot of things.
Yeah.
Have you tried your fire on them?
They're demons.
Not all demons are.
He's giving you a hint, I think.
Try the fire!
In desperation,
Look back while you're flying.
Have you?
I stop.
I guess point of clarification. You used your breath weapon once. Do you have to roll to like?
Yeah. It's
It's been a while,
been
though.
how many turns
It's
now?
good enough you have
Okay.
your breath weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess you get to make, I don't know. You're right, though. It was only a few turns ago. So 3 rolls. There, you got it. Yeah, you feel like your breath weapon is recharged. You have these 4 rocks on your tail.
In desperation, I turn and make my, it's what, 30 feet?
And you wait until they are all conveniently in a line.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
How many
they're
feet?
all coming straight
They're
at
all
me.
in-
They're in a line.
Cone formation.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 30-foot cone.
Yeah, but I
so-
see you waving and dodging and.
Well, they're trying to have to go as fast as they can just to keep up.
So are
with me.
you.
No, they're the ones after me.
Yeah, and
So-
you're going as fast as you can to get away from.
So I turn around. They should be in a nice 30-foot cone and coming right at me.
Sure.
Boom.
Yeah, go for it.
55.
50. So it's automatic hit. Oh,
DC.
you're saying once they're in the cone, it's
Yes.
They have to
They
pass.
must make a DC 17 dexterity saving throw.
all right.
See how
And
good their air brakes are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are all +2. 1,
With
2,
disadvantage
3,
because they're
4.
moving dashing, right?
With advantage because they are already moving and dashing.
Yeah.
We're looking for what number?
17.
Have you ever tried to change direction when you're going full speed?
And I said they all took it. How much damage? 55 points each.
They all took it. Wow, they all fell?
They all
Why
failed.
couldn't they fail the Constitution saves earlier? Anyway, okay.
And
55 fire damage.
Flying in with the.
Now, I could roll 10 d10s, but I think 55 is probably a good number.
it's a good number, but they're only bludgeoned. They're only
Oh.
bloodied.
Wow.
Yeah.
Only slightly burned.
Well, some of them already got hit by radiant damage.
Yeah.
Too.
So that 55 plus the 14 is over half. They're bloodied.
Wow.
So that's your turn. You took the time to do that, though,
Yeah, so now they're up to me and they're going to attack.
and so now you get to make another 4 Constitution saving throws as they release their toxic spores at you again. Oh, okay. Disadvantage, but yeah, you're poisoned, so you have disadvantage on all these throws.
So I should roll them 2 at a time.
You roll them 2 at a time, and we're looking for 14s.
Fail.
You only have to roll once.
Fail.
Yeah. You have to roll for each person attacking it.
Fail.
There's 4 dragons doing the attack.
Pass.
All right, so you took
3
15 points of poison damage.
for each one.
No, total. It was 20 points last time. It's 15 points this time. You take 15 points poison damage.
Okay. Take it at face value.
That we're gonna say. Olak and Panlamir.
When
Don't get too confused with the. We're not in good initiative count yet, so don't hold me.
shouldn't we have returned?
You'll be in next round.
Okay, next one.
Next round. Don't let me forget, but next round, you'll come in. Olak, Panlamir. The rocks technically took their turn in between them, but Olak, Panlamir, the bolts have been pulled off of you, and you're starting to pull yourself up.
Not me.
Olak and
Martello.
Martello. Yes, Martello and Olak, because then it would, yeah. Martello and Olak. The bowls have been pulled off. You've wiped the spittle from your chin, starting to pull yourself up. And as you do, you see in the not so far distance a gold dragon battling 4 Vroks in the sky.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
with smoldering rocks following.
And we're going to say, let's see, how many hundred of feet away are you? This is going to be D4 plus, at least plus 1. 100 feet. They are only 200 feet right up there. That's not very far.
Okay. It's really far.
It's really far to fall. But that's what you see as you sit up. You sit up and you look, and the people that are helping you, they kind of look up, and you hear, "Oh crap, boss, incoming!"
So
Yeah,
is our Olak, is our fly still in effect?
it is.
We gotta help our buddy.
Yep. Let's go.
They all look back to Smoke. Oh yes, let him go for heaven's sakes.
Excellent. I do my Thor with my hammer. Take off.
So move and dash.
Sure.
With your fly speed.
Yep.
So
With
Be at 60 feet.
is Minnie following you?
Minnie's still stuck to my chest.
Oh
It's a
right.
cube.
There you go.
So is it 60 or 120 if we're dashing?
I think.
It's probably 90 because we had to stand up, right? We were both
Well,
prone.
that's
Fair point.
true.
Fair point.
So yes,
Yeah,
it
so-
would have been 120, but you were prone, so you use half your movement to stand up. Then you get the other half plus the full 60 with a dash. So you're 90 feet up. You're almost half the way up
Right.
to 110 feet away from the dragon that just let his breath off, and you saw a cloud of green spores over him, and Grolgark's coughing and hacking as he tries to get away.
All right.
Olak will use his bonus action to give himself some temporary hit points.
Okay.
And Martello. Let's see. What should we gonna do? Bonus action stuff.
If you just teleport up in the air, how fast do you fall?
Where's my thing? Oh.
I feel like there's a fall. It's probably in one of the books.
I'm sure somebody has asked that question if you Googled it.
Yeah.
Okay.
500 feet per 6 seconds.
How many miles per hour is that?
Well, but 6 seconds is a turn, right?
1 round of combat, yeah.
So 500. Okay. So, unless you can teleport
83.3 feet.
600
per
feet in
second.
the air, you're going to hit the ground in that turn.
You do usually get a reaction to use a feather fall,
Yeah.
but that's about it. No action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Splat. Yeah.
Martello will use his bonus action to cast. Where is it? Shield of Faith on himself.
Okay. Good idea. I'm going to assume you remember that. Panlamir, you just saw Olak and Martello jet off toward, and as you follow their path, you look and you see Grolgark engaged with 4 Varroks in the air.
I'll shout to Smiler, let's give him a warm welcome. The dragon's a good guy. Just making sure these mutants understand that.
And he looks a little confused. And, a gold dragon in Avernus? That's very rare indeed.
He's our friend.
And everyone take cover! Get your weapons! Okay, and so do you do anything?
I'll far step back up to the top of the
Okay. Where do you
60 feet, whatever, right there is fine.
All right.
Not worried about them anymore. Just looking for positioning with the brother. And how
So-
far would you say they are from me?
Okay. I said 200 from the ground, so 200 minus 50, 185.
Okay, it's too far. I will wait.
Oh, so nothing from you?
Correct.
So Smiler shouting orders to get ready, and you see them. They hop in. Many of them hop in their vehicles, and you can see that many of these vehicles have some ranged weapons, and they're training them on the group in the air. But that's their action as they start to prepare. They take cover and they prepare for incoming aerial attack. And yeah, Smiler's no fool.
Duck and cover.
He's going to attack the gold dragon.
He's gonna take cover.
Take cover.
In the flammable tent.
In the flammable
The
tent.
chemical encapsulated.
There's
Yeah.
nothing in here that's explosive.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure.
full of chemical vials.
Chemicals and
stuff.
vials and cauldrons and
He's not people. Yeah, so.
Gloin, it is your turn though.
So I'm confused where we're at right now.
You just got doused by poison
Yeah.
for the second time.
for the second and third and fourth time, maybe.
The round
Yeah.
we enter.
You will be after. This is Gloin, then Martello, and then we'll bring you guys in. Christiani, you'll be first. Ruckus, you're in the middle somewhere. So, tell me what you're doing. You're recharging your breath weapon,
With a 5, yeah.
and you rolled a 5, and your recharge is on a 5 or 6. All right, so you got it back.
Yeah.
Run, you fool.
What?
Just keep running. Bring the fight to us. I don't know.
Yes.
17 dexterity save.
17 dexterity.
I
set.
assume they're all within 30 foot of me.
Sure. We're kind of in theater of the mind at this moment. And
You did create a map for this.
yeah, give me 10 minutes.
3-dimensional map.
Right.
Three
Hologram. Come on, Tony Stark.
Yeah.
He's right there.
And demonetized.
Demonetized.
Viewership's gonna go up.
That's hilarious. I just lost all the money I was going to get from this video. Oh, that was supposed to be.
15 cents down the
Oh
drain.
my god. Jump the shark.
That was just 3 of them. And the rocks. What I
Plus
say?
2.
Plus
I'm
2.
not there
And what kind of save? Dex was plus 2.
Yeah.
So 18 passed, right?
Yeah.
And
17 passed.
17 passed.
14 didn't.
But there were 4 of them.
yeah, so I need to roll one more.
Fail.
Yeah.
Fail. All right. So was it 2 failed and 2 passed?
Yeah, so the failures take 55, the others take half.
So 2 of them fall to their demise. You are still poisoned though. The other 2 still have some hit points left.
Are they on fire?
Aren't they terrified?
Sure.
They're smoldering.
You think
Terrified-
they'd be wanting to run.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea if they have another turn. Half of 55 is 27. Sure.
Yes.
All right.
And now it's,
That are you going to move?
yeah, sure.
Move toward you as you move to try to flee to get away. You look and you see coming dashing toward you is Martello and Olak and Minnie coming at Minnie's
A cube.
attached to Olak's chest
C-3PO
is
sticking out the top.
is a cube attached to Olak's chest. So you dash toward them. The 2 will get their opportunity attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, no big deal.
Well, I'm not.
Looks like they both missed. I said they were plus 8, so 17.
No.
All right. And they both swipe at you and miss. And you dash toward Olak and Martello. And it is now going to be Martello's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Christiana is next on deck. Ruckus is way down the deck.
I guess you're going to finally arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're going to need to roll a d12 to see where you bamf in at.
Yep. Inside the tent.
Okay, so we can move. I can move
Top of the
60
table.
feet normal, right?
Yeah.
And if he's coming down or they're coming down, and
Let's
I'm
think
coming
about
up,
this.
Within range.
We said you were up
90.
90.
Yep.
They were 200 away, so they would have been 110 away. He would have dashed. He wouldn't have dashed. He would have moved 80 towards you, but it doesn't matter. They haven't moved yet, so they're 110 away,
okay. All right.
and
so-
you can move up to
60.
30 and then dash another 30.
Oh, really? I thought
What,
the fly was more, Ken.
what is it, Ken? Oh no, it was
Why 60?
60. You can move
Right.
60 and dash another 60. So you can it'll get you within 50 feet.
If you dash, you've already used your action.
Right, I know. That's why I'm.
Well,
I'm trying to
you can
understand.
move and be 50 feet away and have your action, or
Right.
dash and be right in them.
Right, right, and that's what I needed to.
And you
understand.
see that Grolark is normally a nice, brilliant gold, and this is kind of a tinge green.
Oh,
You don't want to be within 15 feet of them. They're poison!
oh, okay.
I'm yelling at them. You're poison!
Okay, so I don't want to be within 50 feet of them. But if I move 60, I will be, which
You'll
is
be within 50 feet of them.
right, which is what
He's saying 15 feet.
Oh, 15.
If you dashed.
right, I don't want.
And then without an action, and they're gonna.
yeah, no, I don't want that.
No.
Understood.
I don't want that.
Yeah, nobody wants that. Who wants that? Nobody.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah. Preach. Okay, so. Let's see. Oh, I have. So I will move. So if I move 60, how far will I be from my buddy? 'Cause
60 feet.
Okay, so
Reasonably close to you.
he'll be closer. Okay.
Probably past him if I flew 80 feet.
Oh, you'll be, yeah, you're right.
How
So
long it's been since we saw
you will have passed Grolgar.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking Olaf.
All right. Well,
We can figure that out later.
no, I
You could be wherever you want,
spell
but
slots.
right,
you're going to pass
Kept it
him on
burn
your way
another
unless you
big
stop.
one, but
right. Let's see.
Well, it
What's this
hasn't been
do?
that long.
yeah.
Do I have any of those?
We burned a lot of spell slots
Hang
before we
on.
took a long rest before all of this.
Yeah, but then I burned a bunch in our encountered the things around the chain to
Okay. Well, if he's looking dicey,
too good.
I don't know that I have anything that can fix him.
Well, you do think about that. Christiana, we're going to roll your d12.
You got a d12 right here.
Oh, go ahead.
What's D20? Oh, that's two.
Oh, I'll roll it again.
Oh, there we go. I do have
12.
something. Okay.
All right.
Come here, I knew.
I should have rolled in that.
Yeah, doesn't really matter for this.
It's just you three, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Martello, what are you doing?
All right.
Everybody's
So
looking
I would
up.
like to, if it's possible, if he's coming down and I'm coming up, I want to get to him because I need to be able to touch him,
Okay.
and cast Lesser Restoration to remove that poisoning.
Okay.
So that's what I would like to do.
All right. You fly up. You see Grolgar coming in fast. Oh, poison! 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 I said, "Oh, I can handle that." You go up, fly up to him, and attach. So you're now at the same spacing as whatever Grolgark is.
Right.
And as you kind of grab onto his collarbone and flip around, and he's now pulling you, dragging you along in your flying speed, because he was coming in kind of hot.
Right.
Christiana,
What do we see?
chaos.
Everybody's looking up.
Some mutilated body splatter.
I feel like there's probably like, not really a true crater, but like a spot, like a central spot from which like is clearly like
kind of a what is it called? A shadow cloud. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
There's a blank
After the
spot
nuclear
where,
blast.
where the body was standing and a
then
pair of
so
boots.
Just, yeah, a pair of boots, and from there.
In a blood splatter circle.
You see mutants that have dashed and they're preparing their
Machine weapons.
on their infernal war machines as they are all training their attention toward the incoming flying dragon and 4 accompanying Varrock. Well, 2. You probably, as you see 2 bodies, Varrocks, falling to the ground. Splat. That's what you see.
Okay. Christiana will shout out, "Don't shoot the dragon. He's with us."
Yeah. Persuasion check. Rather, not persuasion, insight check.
I like persuasion better.
Yeah, well, we're going to see if you can gauge how they're reacting to you saying this.
8.
Yeah. They're training their weapons on the stuff going on in the sky.
Yeah.
It's hard to say who they're targeting. Any other actions or movement?
So look around. So all the mutants are out. Let's see who's where. So
Well, any mutant that's there isn't really there as they've run to their.
they're
Dispersing.
dispersing, but they're out. They're here.
They're here, absolutely.
Can't see Smiler or any of the
Not from where you're at.
main folks. Then our party, they're gathered around the chain there.
They're on the other side of the chain. You see somebody. Oh, no, there isn't, because these guys, they're up in the sky somewhere. Right, all 3 of these aren't really there. They're up there. You look up. You can see Martello, and all. You probably just saw Martello do some oogly boogly and then release some energy of light over glowing Grolgark, who's no longer poisoned.
And Olak is flying too.
Olak and Martello and Minnie are all flying in the air.
He's a passenger.
Minnie is a passenger. Fair enough.
And where are you?
I'm on top of the hill. The outcropping.
I thought you bamfed
Meaning
closer.
being like
I did,
Iron
but
Man
then
suit, like,
I banked back.
Oh.
Partially. I found
know.
every bonus action. I could.
Yeah, it's too close.
Well, we knew that they were coming, so I was
Yeah,
like, okay,
or
let me get in a different position.
Okay, so I will make note of Panlamir being on the top of the hill. And then I think that's about it. I mean,
So off just to your side, you hear the click of an engine start. As you look to the city, you see a mutant kind of revving his engine.
okay, maybe not stand in front of that.
Yeah. Lacey steps back, gives them space.
Yeah, we'll take a few steps back. Well, I guess here's a question. So we see glowing up with the rocks there. How far away are they?
100 plus feet up in the air.
What's the plus though?
50, right?
Well, Grolgark and they were at. You were 90 feet up in the air.
Right.
You went a little bit further. So Olak is 90 feet up in the air. You're another. I'm making stuff up because I don't remember the math. You're another 30 feet up in the air. So you're 100. He's at 120.
With Grolgark.
With Grolgark. 80 feet beyond them are 2 Vrocks still in the air.
Okay.
So around 200
Smoldering
feet.
rock.
So I can shoot to 120 feet without disadvantage.
Yeah.
But 200 feet.
You
is-
can ever have disadvantage?
it does happen, but
Not often.
not often. I think that's the only. If it's outside of 120 feet, I get disadvantage, and that's about it. Yeah.
So that's it for you?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Olak, you're up.
I thought it was
Okay.
rockets. Oh, no.
I
Ruckus comes after the
Oh,
mutant.
got
I entered them into the.
No problem.
How close am I to the nearest rock?
Oh, I keep track of my brain. 110 feet.
110 feet, yeah.
110 feet. Okay, I'll make it easy on you. I'll just throw a firebolt.
There you go.
I think you mispronounced fireball.
Oh. Fireball has a shorter range.
Details.
25.
25 to hit. Will hit.
Yep. All right, 26 fire damage.
26 fire damage.
Yep.
It's not as effective as you'd hope, but it does do damage.
Okay. That's good. All right, and then I think Minnie will start. Will take this turn to transform himself back into a flying automaton.
Okay. And would you like to move?
How fast are they coming down towards me?
Oh, they're coming in hot.
So they move 160 feet.
Yeah, if you don't move, they'll be on you pretty quick.
Okay, I'll go back to the ground.
And you
then.
did hear me yell, poison, they're poison.
No.
Well, he did.
Martell heard.
You could do a roll.
Martella was higher up than me, though.
You could do a roll if you cared.
All right, so Olak and Minnie, I will say, are back on the ground. You move.
Oh wait, no, we'd be 30 feet up still. Sorry, because
You're 30
I'm
feet.
90 feet up.
All right, because you use your action.
Yep, I use my action to throw the firebolt.
All right.
Bolt
Yes.
with a T.
Bolt with the T. So you are 30 feet above ground. All right. On the Vrock's turn, they will swoop with the two of them that are left. They're going to swoop in, and two of them are going to do their breath on the two of you again. This time, Martello's included, and you each need to make 2 DC 14 Constitution saving throws.
Pass.
Crap. Pass and a fail.
So you are poisoned, and you took 5 points of poison damage. You're fine. But they, seeing the change of the battlefield, start to fly away. And so they swooped in and got within 15 feet. They pulled away. So they're probably 30 feet away from you, we'll say, making up numbers. But it is now Panlomir's turn.
And how far are they away from me? 120 or less? More.
They are
110, 120.
120 feet away. They're just at 120.
All right, Eldritch Blast. First one is an 11. I rolled a natural one, so
That's a miss.
that's for sure. Second one,
That was the sound effect.
Yeah,
that came
that's what it sounded like.
30. So that's
Okay, that's gonna hit one of them.
damage is coming in.
If it's plus 10, then that's
17.
20.
It has to be, for it to be a nat 20, it has to be an actual 19 or an actual 20 on the die.
And he said the total was 30. And I know you said it was a plus 10.
So did you have a nat 20?
Yeah, I guess that was. I didn't look at it.
That's important.
Yeah. I can go look at the history. You want me to?
Yeah. So the one that you hit,
Dead.
it's dead. Yeah.
And then the last attack. On the other Vrock.
Mm-hmm.
The 15.
15 misses.
Hey, it's hard. They're moving. They're
Yeah.
120
Yeah,
feet
right.
away, max.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Got one.
Okay. The mutant's turn as there's a
And I'll bamf. Just because I'm not going to waste my turn. My first step. I'll bamf over by where Olak and them are not.
So Olak, I'm saying you're gonna land where you took off from. Unless you tell me, no, you're hovering above the air, 30 feet in the air. They're not actually on the ground yet, right?
Yeah, I'm still 30 feet up.
Yeah, and Martello's not actually here. He's
That's fine. We're not fine.
okay.
But you said you want. Basically, he was saying I want to be in that vicinity,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's fine.
So there's a series of harpoons and arrows shot toward the rocks. They're just out of the way, so they kind of arch away. So the mutants don't really have a viable attack at this range. We said 120 feet range. Ruckus, finally, your turn.
So there's one left and it's flying away.
That's right.
That's not.
From 120 feet.
We're burning a spell slot if it's leaving. Yeah, I'm not.
It's 120 feet away.
He could alert people.
Oh, it's 120?
120 is what we said.
There's a cantrip out there for that.
It's just gotta.
Well, there is. It's fire, which is not as good.
Firebolt.
We already established it's perfectly fine on them.
No,
Well, it's
half the damage.
fine.
You didn't notice. For some reason,
Okay.
my fire breath works really good, but firebolt does not. I don't understand that.
Well, it was a mistake on the DM's part. So, Merry Christmas.
And
All right.
It should have been resistant. So
Okay. So, cantrip, I'll do a sorcery point to double its range. And it needs to do a Constitution failing throw on a 19.
Constitution is
what are we
+4.
Frostbite.
Nice.
So we need blue dice.
absolutely.
Get the blue. There we go. Okay, I got it.
There's more here if you want.
Fire dice.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I
He
know.
rolled a nat 20.
No.
Oh my god.
Half of. Unless that's not how it works.
Failed, save the target.
Is it a cantrip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then there's no
what I
half.
missed. Okay.
Yeah, it's able to dodge away as it's. Okay.
Well, at least I
Movement.
didn't waste my 6th level spell slot on it.
There you go.
That's what I was gonna do originally.
Well,
I'm glad
you don't know that it would have saved whatever else you might have done. So you just did that, and it was able to get away. Would you like to move it all? Move over here by Lacey.
Snookums.
Whatever.
Hey, howdy.
You tell me what you're gonna do. I'm just making up shit.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine there.
Christiana. You look up. It seems like Livraka is trying to escape.
How far away is it?
Did I skip you?
That's what I had.
No, I didn't. I'm
was
sorry. It's
gonna
not your
borrow a
turn,
few
Christiana.
more.
It's Gloin's turn.
Sure. Oh, good. In that case, he's definitely within 60 feet of me, so I'm doing a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Dex 18.
This is +2. Hits him.
It's a 3d8 plus 5 for 21 radiant damage.
All right, that's enough to put it down.
Good, because I wanted to finish him. I'm pissed at him.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
You hit it with the radiant damage, and not being flame, it's not flame, it's radiant damage.
Yeah.
It falls to the ground, and you go over to it, and you grab it by its throat, and you stop flying, and you just take the whole burn of your weight, and you just pile drive its whole body into the ground.
Little minions.
And in the dust, from the dust, you transform back into Gloin, and you walk into camp.
Yes. Hi, guys. How we doing?
Can I assume the rest of you join?
Yes.
Sure.
Smiler pokes out, comes out and says, "Oh, well done, friends. Surprised you would bring such a threat to my camp, though."
I didn't realize they were on me until it was too late.
Very well. I think we have a bit of a bargain, a deal to settle up.
Who brought you 5? Didn't you bring him 5?
Yeah, somebody did.
5 bodies?
That wasn't quite the deal, though.
What do you think about some tenderized frog?
Well, you wanted 5 people. We brought you 5 dead bodies.
We wanted one viable human live specimen.
Yes.
We gave you 5 recently
And then-
dead.
I'm feeling like I'm owed a little bit more here.
And then your boys jumped us when we got back.
What?
We don't necessarily know that, but they know that. Yeah.
You have a bonus freshly dead one.
Our
Pieces of it.
Oh, one of them was whole.
One was whole. Holy, he's got
He's
a lot of
already-
arrows in him.
He's already been taken
That's
back
true.
to the assembly room.
I'm sure we'll see him again.
and he
Won't
just
be
says,
long.
"Listen, guys, I just need something here to make me feel a little better about this deal in front of my companions.
What would you like?
A live human.
What
body.
do you have that might be appealing to you guys? Come on, look at your inventories and
I
see
already
if
have it.
there's something."
I don't know if you'd like it, but it's huge. And I'd look to Ruckus and say, "Hey,
I'll let Fortuna tell me, or
Christiana
Sabine
is-
say if it's huge or not, my friend.
Christiana is counting her bolts.
I have it here. I just gotta look at
Her
it.
crossbow
It's a
bolts.
Master of Thieves weapon. His big old thing.
Oh, is it in the hole?
Yeah. Well, it's. I thought I put it in your lamp.
Or in the lamp? Okay.
The spear, the Master of Cruelty spear.
Oh,
We
yeah.
never identified it, unfortunately.
Yeah. So you open your portable. Oh, that hole. That would be perfect.
No, don't even think about it.
Yeah.
And you pull out the spear. And what
Now
did we?
this-
What was it called? I don't know.
The Master of Cruelty spear.
The Master of Cruelties.
This spear belonged to the Master of Cruelties.
I
So
assume
you're
you know
saying
what
it's
it is.
cursed?
I'm saying it's very powerful.
We're probably saying it's powerful. We don't know anything about it.
We haven't.
But a
We
man
haven't
of-
analyzed
a
it.
man
Roll
of
persuasion.
A man
Roll
of-
persuasion with
It's
advantage.
me.
Huh?
It's me. I'm the one talking.
All right. Roll persuasion with your
A
advantage.
man of your talents will know what
But-
to do or who
But
to
do
take
you have a
this
plus 9
to.
I
persuasion?
have a plus 10.
Never mind.
21.
He beats you for
21.
persuasion.
Apparently.
Wow.
All right.
I have a
As long-
plus
listen,
5.
Don't roll a natural 20. That's my line.
6.
He looks at it and he says,
What?
Yes,
Catch up to me. What?
"I think this will do." And he holds it up.
Plus 6?
Master of Cruelties! And the mutant's kind of look. We have struck an accord.
Excellent.
Nice doing business with you. Is there anything else I could be of service?
Okay.
Okay.
Diamonds worth 1,000 gold.
I'm afraid that's not how our doctor operates. If you have needs of resurrection services, he may have ways of.
Not his kind of resurrection.
So, we saved the city.
We look up.
Well,
it's-
We've
what,
stopped its descent.
Well,
Yeah.
you see it rising up, and the chains. I'm going to even say the chains that were in the gearbox are now just dangling without connection.
Okay.
Right? And you feel this. Before you mention this, Olak, you feel a swelling of power within you, such that very soon, as in by next week, you will have increased in power.
Like to the next level of
To
power.
to the next level.
Why just Olak?
So his curse is
Everyone.
blunted.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've killed one human being. Humanoid.
It is up to you to record it, though.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Well,
Write
Mini,
it down.
Mini
thought I
is
did.
good after the events of today.
Mini is good. Ruckus is good. The question is Gloin Good.
Apparently that remains.
I'm
to be
sure I
seen.
did.
Time for you to go watch all the videos.
Yep.
It's only like
You're nuts.
50 hours of
Yeah.
of
Really, there's only been a couple
Probably more
times
than
where
that.
these
You
Right.
happen.
rewatch the video where you got your wish spell. Because I believe it was in that where you claimed it. But you're supposed to be as Grolgark when you claim the life.
Well,
I think you
when
were.
we were up and
you know, there's another way of solving this issue.
that Balrog, I killed one.
I'll let you.
Really wanna
You
invoke
can.
the spear?
You can give me the timestamp next week. I think that's fair.
You're
We
also
kill a mutant right now.
Yeah, you're also
I'm not
surrounded
going
by
back to watch.
humanoids right now.
Huh?
You're also surrounded by humanoids right now. You just go out behind
One more
the,
thing, Smiler. We need a snack.
the tent and take a little nibble.
Don't mind the dragon behind the curtain. Snacking on one of your buddies. All right.
Now, where
So-
do we go?
Mission accomplished. As it were.
Mission
Ish.
Partially.
6A
Yeah, right.
3, whatever.
Version 2.
Subparagraph 4.
The city is no longer being pulled down. So
That was a major accomplishment.
yes,
Indeed.
yes. So
Go us.
So I'm trying to go back to the objectives list. Sword of Zariel, right?
Yep.
So
Still need-
now,
and then
now
go
Bell will
find
reveal
Zariel.
the
Is that-
location of the hidden citadel.
so we can
to
go
us.
get the sword. Right.
So
We
we
gotta
have
get
to
to
go back to
Bell.
Bell.
To return to Bell.
Right.
Okay.
Which-
Next
Then
step.
we have to go where he tells us it's at.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be something bad there.
What? No.
What? And what is this? A module? An adventure? Come on.
There'll be a welcoming party, with a red
Oh,
carpet and
yeah.
a feast
Confetti.
ready for
Blood.
us.
No.
Confetti.
Made of human
You made
bones.
it. We've been waiting for you.
No.
So we're heading back to Bell to find out where the blood citadel is. Then we gotta go
Hidden-
there, get the sword.
Hidden citadel.
Hidden-
Right?
or,
The
Whatever.
bleeding citadel.
Bleeding
bleeding. Okay.
The bloody Citadel!
Yeah. I knew it had. I knew it was involving blood of some sort.
Okay.
Right in the middle.
Find out where that is. Get there. Get the sword. And then we're ready to hopefully finish off
I'm
Zariel.
sure it'd be that easy.
Yeah, it'd be that easy. We'll be back in like 10 minutes.
No, I wasn't expecting it to be easy. I'm just outlining the milestones for this program.
Thank you. That's what I was asking.
All right.
Can we go back to our...
I'm giving a look ahead to our many
Let's
watchers.
go. Let's go.
Okay.
Sounded like you were
is the
reciting some important plot point.
Maybe we should take a short rest here while things are quiet.
Are they quiet?
Well, they are now.
You might recall that his camp is on the edge of the battlefield.
Oh.
This camp
Oh.
is on the edge.
Zoom out.
No.
Sure.
So he was sitting at this table because it was a nice vantage point to watch the battles in front of him.
You did mention that, yeah.
You did.
Gotta go by.
Yeah.
We gotta.
Let's go back to Bell.
Can what's her face get us there quickly?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am petitioning
Teleport.
for a short rest, officially.
She may
Can we short rest at Bell's place?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
But
right. No, I
I wanna-
agree. A short rest is in order. I
Short
just-
rest. Yeah, we can do short rest before we go to our next destination
Oh.
after Bell's.
Yeah, let's get to Bell
let's
first.
get
Get
to Bell
out of this spot.
Yeah.
Lest they change their mind about the deal. Pray don't change it any further. And yeah.
All right. These guys wouldn't necessarily be there, at least not formation like that.
I do not see her down there, so she must have went upstairs.
Yeah, no, she's probably sleeping. She loves to sleep in my spot of the bed. During the day, she'll pull back the covers and sleep on my pillow. It's cute.
She loves you.
Yeah. Yeah, seemingly. Until I kick her for peeing on my chairs. Yeah, so you go back to Bell. Outside of Bell's Forge, he comes in now. You might remember Bell's Forge is super hot, right? Uncomfortable. There's no resting inside the forge itself. Now outside the forge, yeah, okay, fine. But inside, you go in and you talk to Bell, right? Mm-hmm. And he goes, "Ah, you have done well, mortals, to gather the rods and release Elturel. Your bravery, or is it folly, is commendable. Now, as promised, the location of the Bleeding Citadel. But heed my words carefully, for Avernus is a land of deceit and danger. The Bleeding Citadel, shrouded in mystery and guarded by the very essence of this infernal plane, does not reside in a location fixed to the untrained eye. It is enshrouded by the Ashen Plain, a region where the ashes of the damned fall like snow, making the land in sorrow and obscurity." As he takes a drink of his vile blood. I'm not sure that's going to help my throat. To find the Bleeding Citadel, you must journey through the plains. My voice was hurting my throat. Where the path is ever changing. Seek the river Styx, where the souls of the damned float aimlessly. There find the ferryman. Only he can guide you through the mists that hide the citadel from unworthy eyes. But be warned, the ferryman will not serve you willingly without a price.
This is the ferryman we met.
And you go, yeah.
Yeah, we met him.
We
Yeah.
were familiar.
Not the guy with the submarine.
No, this is Death.
We met him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we crossed
Well,
the
no,
river.
you didn't. Olak and I did.
Oh, okay.
You guys.
You were in the room when we talked the story.
Yeah. But in game, no, you didn't.
Okay.
Christian and Olak will be like, "Yeah, we met him," and everybody's like, "We what?" I was like, "Yeah."
At the river's end, follow the cries of the lost soul. They weep at the citadel's gates, lamenting their fate. The path will be treacherous. Demons and devils alike will sense your purpose and seek to destroy you. The Bleeding Citadel itself is an enigma, a bastion of bygone celestial war, now sunk deep into the bowels of Avernus, covered in a fleshy scab.
Go to the fleshy scab in the bowels. Write that down.
Yeah, right.
The Citadel is a beacon of righteousness that Avernus is rejecting and covering with its scabby growth. But within it lies the object of your quest. But be wary, for its halls are guarded by ancient magic and creatures of most foul.
Repugnant cyst of righteousness.
Seek the ferryman. He will take you to your destination.
Find the ferryman. Go to the beacon in the scabby bowels.
Through the mist.
Avoid the gas.
Get through the mist. So we like, that was a crap ton of work for him to say, go see the ferryman that we already knew about. Dude.
Did you ask the ferryman if he knew where the Citadel was?
No, I'll concede
He
that.
didn't
even
seem
know
to be
about
the
that?
talkative sort.
Well,
And if we had,
and we didn't necessarily know that the ferryman was the key to get there. So.
we also had a ticking clock we had to deal with.
True. Oh, absolutely.
With the city.
Right.
Let's go. Can you teleport us there, Bill? Or can she?
Lacey will take you to your destination, but this will be the last she will be able to assist you.
That's right.
Ye of little faith.
Indeed. We got this.
So we take a rest on the shores of the Styx.
Or here.
No, we can't take
No,
it.
You
it's
can't
too
do it
hot.
in
Oh,
the
you said it's
forge.
too hot.
He
Okay.
says too hot.
Okay.
You exit the forge. And we'll just skip straight to the. Did I even bring a map? Oh, freaking keyboard. I did. And right.
Scab pool. That sounds interesting.
Oh, it is it.
And Christiana's description to the Bing AI.
Even hotter than the one,
And
whichever ChatGPT or whoever came up with.
well, yeah, no weird image artifacts. Like
Yeah,
that was
like-
the problem with the other ones. That had a bunch of weird image artifacts.
ChatGPT actually is now an image generator also.
But yeah, it's the Bing which runs off it. So that's
Ooh, who's that supposed to be?
Christiana.
Christiana.
I put Christiana's description
Nice.
in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
If you send that to me, I'll update your token.
Okay.
Oh, I dig the double eyeball.
And the weird lopsided nose.
Well, she does have her deformities. So you get here. It's tremendously cooler, but you're amongst the brambles, the path that leads up to the River Styx, the eerie shrouded mist on the river, and Lacey pulls you through and says, "This is the last that I can serve you, but I wonder if there's something you might do for me."
You like her.
Yes.
And she pulls out a platinum coin. And I actually have a picture of the platinum coin. Again, wrong freaking keyboard.
Platinum is worth 10 gold piece.
Looks something like that. And she says,
Chlamydia?
what'd you say?
Only true death can stop chlamydia.
Yeah.
Okay, not just me.
Fun. I didn't pick up on that.
I missed it. Sorry.
And she says, "You seem like adventurers, concerned with the well-being of your home. Your home is in great danger of a powerful lich.
Ta?
A powerful lich who is returned to your land. The lich's name is Chalicia. I give you this coin, and you need to take it to Arendil of Thunder Tree. He will understand its message."
Gloin would probably know. No, you know what Thunder Tree is.
I know that Arendelle is a name still of J.R.R. Tolkien. but okay.
Thunder Tree. You know where that is.
Fortitude.
It's
Fortitude.
or
Yeah.
was what Fortitude used to be known.
So you know
by
she's been down here for a while.
before it was destroyed.
He will understand the
Wasn't
message.
so Arendelle was the ghost in the base of the tower,
Wizard.
Okay.
which
You.
you
Well, yeah. So
would
so
probably remember.
Yes.
you were from there, so maybe that you.
Yeah.
Is this name familiar to you?
Yes.
You're from there. Okay. Do you want to hang on to the coin?
Yes.
You're not taking my cool coin.
Put it in your inventory. So you don't forget it.
Coin to gloin. Got it.
Furthermore, to encourage the completion of this task, I will give you this ring of my heritage. It's an heirloom of Erebeth Tilmaranda, my mortal family. It will vouch for the authenticity of this message. This ring gives the bearer, would give the bearer magical resistance some amount of magical resistance. But it'll only become viable when you've successfully given this coin to Arundel.
But I thought Arundel wasn't there anymore.
He's the ghost wizard. In the basement.
Oh, he's still.
The basement of the
I
tower.
thought, I thought he was destroyed. Okay.
DM says no.
Okay.
It's got plot armor at this point.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So, take the coin to Arundel at Thuntree Fortitude, and he will understand this message. She has also told you that a lich is returning, and that Chalicia is back, and this coin, the message,
The ring.
complete this task, the ring will become viable, and you will have a magical ring, a ring of magical resistance.
Thank you.
Or somebody will, whoever
And
wants it.
segue into the next.
I
adventure.
assume Gloin would take it since Gloin
Right.
is from.
Ring of what?
She says Thunder
Magical
Tree, and
resistance.
we're all like, huh? And Gloin's like, I know what this is. I know what to do with it. So I feel like Gloin would.
Makes sense to me.
Did we get our short rest?
So with that, I bid adieu. Good luck, fair adventurers.
Unless, would you like to woo her?
No.
And at this point, if it wasn't mentioned, you've each had a turn of donating some blood. Yes,
Not
you
me.
did. Yes,
When?
it would have happened.
Okay.
You're
I
not getting out of this.
purposefully avoided it.
I thought back. I thought that was true, and that's the reason I'm saying it. Is at some point during these adventures,
Well, we had to,
you were
to
each
return to Bell, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you were each tagged at one point as you each took turns.
Right.
Now, if you want to make some persuasion here, but you would have been tagged.
I already got both arms, both legs, man. Come on.
Yeah, Cristiano was
Okay, I got
tagged
suckered in to
at
come to the
least
river. To
3
do it for the
times.
river trip.
What's her name again?
Lacey.
Lacey H.
In favor of the plot.
Adding that to your little
I'll
book.
take this.
Haich. Lacey.
I'm putting in
H.
my inventory since he didn't want to put it in his jet, but I've said that.
No, Ruckus is writing in his little book.
Yeah,
His-
yeah.
his-
Writing her phone number down.
No, for Ruckus, it's a diary. It's not a journal. It's actually a diary.
So we all got tagged.
Yeah. No, just validating
Okay.
that this has happened.
I was waiting for the.
No, there's no.
Oh, there'll be another shoe drop somewhere.
Exactly. That's why I didn't want to be stuck. That's why I avoided it this whole time. But okay. I'll take one for the plot.
As you sit on the banks of the river Styx, the misty.
Are we drizzling our toes in the river?
Would you like to?
No.
No.
I wouldn't think so. You've been fair warned about this many times.
Ooh, it's so cold.
It's exfoliating.
Yeah.
The air. This might be the coolest
Exfoliating.
space in all of Avernus, as the air is a little bit cooler here. Yeah, you can have your short rest here. Is it-
The level up's happening later.
Yes.
The level up will happen between now and next week. When you come to play next week, you'll have your level.
I don't think it does anything for me, but I took my short rest.
Where's it?
Burn hit dice if you need to burn hit dice.
God bless you.
Well,
I never took damage.
Loin doesn't have any missing, but the dragon does.
The way I did it for him was proportional, but I don't know if that really because the were shark has twice. I think twice as many, which made it easy.
Not quite twice as many, but
Yeah. Okay, we've taken our short rest,
Yes, sir.
and so the I have a picture of the very as well. Would someone like to summon the ferryman? And Christiana would be familiar with how toll is paid.
She's already paid the toll once.
Yeah,
She's not.
but you have
I think someone that wasn't around for the first one should do it.
Yeah.
so you have the knife. There was a knife that
Oh yeah.
you don't have to share. They're not going to remember.
Well, she's thinking, who should it be?
Well, who has the most hit points?
Who has the least scars on their arms from other things?
You might have the
Cutting
most hit points. How many hit points do you have? 93.
From what I see, and from my notes, it's a tie between Gloin and Panlamir for the most hit points, closely followed by Olak.
Christiana will have noticed that Panlamir was purposefully avoiding the little scratches, and so she'd say, "Panlamir, hold out your hand."
Is this a trust exercise?
Just hold out your hand.
I don't like trust exercises.
And then, in a flash, before you can react, she'll nick your.
I knew it.
Yeah. The problem is, this isn't like Lacey's nick. This is a permanent reduction of 1 hit point.
I know.
Okay.
I remember.
Who, Lacey's neck?
No, laces is
No, no, no.
temporary.
Lacey was really just a symbolic touch, as far as you know.
Right.
Right.
And I wish there was a way to force it, D&D Beyond, to keep a -1.
What?
So how many do I lose? Just
One,
Just one.
Just one. It's just 1 hit point.
Because
Forever!
I do like the max hit point modifier, and it eventually like resets back to 0. So
I think if you go in and edit your character, you can probably do it.
You could probably
You'll just probably have to redo it every time you level up.
yeah, probably a good point.
So you summon the ferryman. You tell him where you want to go.
bleeding
Do we
citadel.
need a price? What's the price going to be?
That was the price.
Oh,
Drop of blood, 10 years or
1 hit point.
1 hit point
That's it. Just 1 hit point.
each time.
You said,
Today.
do you summon the ferryman? Yeah.
Bleeding citadel, please. For me and my friends.
And so when Ruckus is done relieving himself, you get on the ferry, and he leads you through the mists of the river. And after, probably could have done your short rest on this river because it probably took him an hour's length amount of time. When was the last time you took your long rest?
Yeah,
we were
should be
talking
thinking-
about that. I think it was before this.
Before you started the going after the chains at all, right?
Yeah, because
Where would we have done it at?
that's what I'm trying to remember when we would have.
The most
Would have been
convenient.
before the ship. When was it?
It would probably was at the ship. It was probably the most
I think so.
convenient time to do it. Or was it at? No,
I don't think
it
we've
wasn't
taken
at the barge when you went to get Basilstein and the submarine, was it?
We're not synced up, are we?
Yes, we are.
You were synced up with the last long rest.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it
we
would
did-
have
okay,
happened
then
at some
I'm
point
forgetting one.
because we were off, and we burned a lot of spell slots.
So I'm just gonna
And we took-
wave the hand.
yeah.
You had your long rest. Your last long rest was before you started doing the chains, right? It was probably once you got the keys that would allow you to do it at that ship would have made a good spot to do it.
We did.
That makes sense to me. And so to do all these chains, you went and got Basilstein, you did all that, you're probably pushing 8-ish hours at this point, having done all of this, right? You're traveling to Bell, they're traveling here, your short rest, all of this, 8 hours, right? It's late after, you're 8 hours into your day, right? You feel like another 4 hours, you're going to be sleepy. In another 12 hours, you're probably 8, 24, 16 hours, you'll be feeling exhausted. You're not there yet. Okay? You've taken the ferry ride, and let's get to You disembark the fare. You pay the price. You step on the soft ground of Avernus. It no longer feels like dirt. It feels more like spongy. The ground covered in a slime that almost looks like blood. As you see a path that winds through a swamp of blood. As you go through this swamp of blood, you come to what is a huge mound. A building on top of this mound. You see just the top of the dome, as the sides are covered in this fleshy, scabby.
So when going through the swamp, Christiana would take one of her empty vials and scoop up a little bit.
Scoop up some of the blood. Very nice. A great, disgusting scab the size of a large hill rises up from the stinking swamp of blood. The dome top of an alabaster temple pokes through the scab. Many black iron chains of Avernus converge on the building, attaching within the grotesque mound. You follow the path to the base of this mound. You look up, and the scab is 300 feet high. The lower 100 feet of the scab, as you test it, is as hard as a rock. You stand at the base. Your destination is somewhere within.
Well, ding dong. Oh. Avon calling.
As you look around, you see no entrance at this ground level.
So I see chains. Were those in the description?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Repeat that.
Chains of Avernus. Something.
Big nasty chains.
I don't know if they're holding in
And
place.
this place
Many
is all about
black iron chains of Avernus converge on the building, attaching within the grotesque mound.
Okay.
If they look like those, it doesn't look like a fun way to climb up there.
And I was gonna try to look at the base of where the chains are on the ground. Is there like a mechanism like there was?
This isn't a gearbox holding it.
Okay.
These are just. There's probably
Anchors.
some anchor.
Well, we're gonna climb this.
It's
I
the
don't see
whole, the
another way
whole
in.
hill
It stinks.
is basically a fleshy, scabby mound.
Right.
So,
Interesting.
yeah, unless someone's got an easy way to fly us up there, are we just going to climb, or are we going to...
So I mean, here's a question: is are we on a creature?
No, there was no one said anything other than we were walking.
Right.
No, there was no
We walked.
clarification
Yeah,
or
right.
changing.
We walked up to the base.
We walked.
No, what I meant, like, is this whole thing a creature or like?
Oh,
Oh,
That's what.
you're
Oh,
proposing.
good
You're
thinking.
theorizing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this first 100 feet is hard as a rock. You didn't test it, but I'm telling you, you test it and you see that it's hard.
So we're not dealing with
Well, I mean, I
Star
can get up
Wars
there. I don't know.
asteroid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just going to be a quick flight. Not too much danger, but I carrying
us in the lamp?
everybody. I don't
Carry-
know.
Put us in the lamp. Carry us up to the.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could do that.
Okay.
I don't think I want to walk it.
Right.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else can fly, but then...
Well, we don't want to burn spells. I mean, I know
Yeah.
I can, but
Well, speed and dash, I'd say it's, what do you say, 300 feet up?
yeah, the top is 300 feet up.
So
160 each turn, so I'll be there in 2 turns.
Yeah.
So we wanted to aim for the main dome in the middle, or one of the
Yes.
side?
Find an
Well,
entrance. Bring us down. Let us have it.
Whatever I can see to get in.
Yeah, observe and make
Where
a
there's looks
decision
like there's a
on
door or a window to
safe
go in.
place
do
to-
it. Do a recon flight.
Yeah, do a recon.
Don't want to be a dragon too long in this
Understood.
place. Remember what happened the last time I turned into a dragon?
Yeah. But
You all
Good
get
things.
in the lamp,
Mhm.
and you turn into Grolgark.
Yep.
And you fly up and you do a circle around the Citadel. From the top of the building, it seems enscabbed, and there seems to be no way in from the building itself. But amongst the scab, there is a large hole, a cave entrance. That would be the way into
High up on the.
high up. You can see that after that 100 feet, the scab becomes softer, more fleshy.
Okay.
And there's an opening, a large opening in this fleshy
Okay.
outer skin of the scab.
So I land on that opening.
You land on that opening.
Christiana's
Knock on the lamp.
well,
in the
can't,
scab.
can't see this, but she's fascinated by this whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, guys. This is the best I can find.
Shakes out the lamp.
All right. This is a special map. This is a side view map. So you are in a skin, a layer of this map.
Right.
So you're sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
You landed here, you transformed, and you slid down into the space.
Ooh.
Wes is grossed out. Christiana is fascinated.
Cholesterol.
Oh, you can see the veins.
Are the walls like
Fleshy and gross and
Moving?
sling.
Pulsing?
Sure, they kind of
Pulsating?
Yeah.
pulsing a little bit. Yeah. So this is what you saw. A circular gaping wound near the top of the scab forms a tunnel that descends into darkness. As you slide down, there is no apparent light. So tell me about your light sources that you would use.
Well, my mace, I believe, glows.
I have one of those.
Where? Oh, there it is.
I have a little magical tinkering.
While you hold
thingamajig
this
that
weapon,
does
it
5
sheds
feet of
bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light in it for an additional 20. So
And I've got one of those.
I've got a few things.
that might be a
So
little bit brighter than I want.
to get out of the way, I have dark vision. That's the
So do I.
boring. That's the boring part. My Hellfire rapier, which is on my waist, it's traced with veins of hellfire that shed dim light in a 5-foot radius.
So it sounds like a lot of you have 5-foot radius stuff.
And
We
then,
have 20.
I
So
can
the-
I can take an object and make a light and
So the other thing Christiana does is she takes out one of her vials and she drinks it. And let me
You
read
start to
the-
glow in the dark.
No. But
She turns on headlights.
I get an additional 6 feet of dark vision. And
Nice.
I can do dancing lights. It's concentration. So if I have to cast something else, it would go away.
If I have my mace out, it's 20. It's 40 feet of light.
Well, there you go.
Or if he does his.
So you've entered the scab. You've each had. So this at this point, no big deal for you to use whatever light source. If you were to get into combat, then you might have to think about this, right? As you slide down this slimy, gross, bloody scab, you get to the base where it kind of levels off, or at least you're no longer sliding down. And Christiana, I have you in front, just by luck.
I can see 120 feet, so sure I'll go in front.
You see something. You see something protruding from, not really protruding, opening perhaps of the scab of the wall, and it seemed to be colorful. Let's read this. The scab on one side of this narrow passage is stripped away, partially revealing one of the Citadel's stained glass windows. The opaque blue and yellow panes depict the contemplative face of a beautiful angel. So just like it seems, right? This is not really. It's kind of on the wall to the side. Maybe the wall even curves in a little bit, so you can see it.
So in this area, asking about like the structure of the place, does it appear as if it's a wall that a scab has grown over?
Yeah,
Okay.
except for this part of that wall
Has
has
been
been
cleared.
cleared away. Yeah.
Okay. Does it appear as if the window can open at all?
It seems most stained glass windows that you would be familiar with, they don't open.
Sometimes they have like an air window at the bottom.
Yeah,
but
you don't see that on
don't see
this.
that. Okay. Well, that's potentially a way in, but it would be a shame to break such a beautiful window.
Yeah, and I should really gather you more because standing on the edge of this slimy thing would not be easy, right? Whenever you get on a slope like that, you can be up here, but on a tight slope like that, it's slippery.
So if we continue on down, it's not going to be easy to get back up here.
This is a drop,
Yeah.
right? So this is, I don't know, is that 20 feet? Whatever that is a drop. And I mean, you can't really see around that. You can, when you look off this way, you can see there's a path that way, and you can see there's a path going up as well.
Can we walk over to the window if we want to?
No.
Well, you can try, but again, it's a slippery slope.
Okay.
Let's say I just turn into a dragon and check out these other avenues, check out the windows, see if I can pull it open or whatever.
Just don't break it.
This would be.
Or you could have Minnie-
Taz. Well, I don't know if there's anything.
You could have
got
Minnie just
Taz-
do that kind of thing because he can fly, right?
Taz. Cloak
Yeah,
of
but
many
Minnie's
things.
not. Well, I guess Minnie
No,
does have
you're
its
old.
Strider.
You're
Very
strider.
He has
This
true sight.
would be a perfect time
Oh,
for the
he
window
does?
and the door.
Yeah, but it's the whole communicating thing back to us is a little bit difficult.
Okay. I mean, I don't
Like,
know.
we don't really talk.
As Gloin, I do have dark vision. I don't know if the dragon has.
I think dragons do.
Dragons might have true sight.
Well, we can't stay here, guys.
Yeah, dragons may even have true
No.
sight.
No, but I like his idea of flying ahead. looking.
I think that's. Or crawling or sliding. Or...
Well, yeah, maybe you can use your claws and just climb along the ceiling.
Yes. Line sight 30 feet, dark vision 120 feet. So, yes.
So you turn into Grogaric,
Yeah.
you fly up to the window,
Yeah.
and so you try to steady yourself with your, because I think you might have a climbing speed. I don't know if you have a climbing speed.
Well, I have a speed, fly speed, and a swim speed.
So you don't have a climbing speed. You try to steady, and it just feels like it's hard and slimy, and you really can't grab it with your claws.
And there's no latch or anything I can see to open.
Oh, now there's edges of this window, but as soon as you touch the window, you feel a holy inspiration, and you get 20 temporary hit points.
Nice.
He wasn't expecting that, man. Did you see his face?
Oh, is it a good thing that happened? He's not gonna die.
But did you die?
I wonder if I died and came back or something. 20 temporary hit points.
Well, Glenn did die. That's why we're all here, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's that.
Remind me. Okay, so temporarily I'm going to fly up to the top one. I'm going to see how far in it goes. Check it out, see if there's anything there.
You gotta get the right tool. Go across the top one, and it gets uncomfortable.
It gets uncomfortably tight.
Uncomfortably tight.
So I probably can't fly through there.
No.
So I come back.
All right. I mean, I mean, about here is when you decide whether.
I'd almost have to walk after that.
Yeah, you do have to walk. You would see that eventually it opens up to some chamber.
Yeah, I got 120 feet dark sight.
Yeah, so that's what you would see. Oh, I guess not. You see that it tees off, but do you want to go that far?
Not without the people.
Yeah. So that's that path.
Okay, so I come back. I go down the next path.
This one.
Yeah.
Now you get to here, and it gets really. I mean, you can't
No,
get.
we're not going that way.
Yeah, but you can at least look down. You see a narrow sphincter of a path.
Not like my ladder. Huh?
He said sphincter.
Yeah. He said sphincter. Yeah. So you don't go any further than that, right?
No.
TV for me.
All right, and you check out this path.
Yeah.
Come on, Dave. I don't need to move it. No. And you can see that it ends at the bottom has a puddle of red fluid
Yeah, right.
with a larger chamber beyond.
This must be a sinus.
It's Kool-Aid.
So that's what you know.
Definitely not Kool-Aid.
That must be the larger uppercut
But
one.
the thing to me, though, is if that one path, it looks like it's going backwards. We wanna
Consider
go
this a
forward.
dome, right? It's like this. It's circular.
Mm-hmm.
So you can say it's backwards, but it's wrapping around.
Well, it's going back towards the opening direction that we came in.
You've entered it, all right, and so it may be going back, but it's going back within the scab.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's true.
So the scab is tall. We said 300 feet tall, and we're gonna say varying widths from 5 to 20 feet in width.
So I come back to the group and the top path gets kind of tight.
Oh! One more thing. There is another path that this tees off on.
Oh.
So I didn't tell you that. Let's just get rid of it. Oh yeah, we got narrow.
Yeah.
Lord. The blood vessel.
I mean, we want to be going up.
That's what I would think. I think would, and the top path, at least it's kind of level. We could actually walk it. It is kind of tight, but it is humanoid size. We could get through it. I can't see far enough to tell you exactly where it's going to go or what's at the end. It got a little tight for me as a dragon. I am a large creature. The other paths, the one in the middle got really tight, really quick. I don't even know if we could squeeze through. And the other path, there's multiple branches off of it, but one ends up in a puddle with a bunch of red stuff in it, which we know what that is. And then I don't know what's beyond that. Right.
Top path
You
seems
like the
good.
top one? Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
So how do you bridge this gap?
Well, I guess
Lamp?
Into the lamp.
Into the lamp?
Yeah.
All right. We'll just move you over. In the lamp, he flies you over,
then I'll have to change back into glowing to get through.
and then let you go on this as you continue on your way. Yeah, I've got glowing in there. Eventually comes to another T. You squeeze through it becomes gross, and it's not like you have to squeeze, it just gets
Yeah.
tight. Right.
It becomes gross.
I think once we go past this hump, we're going to start sliding.
Yeah. You see this.
Christiana will be like poking the wall and investigating
Yeah.
as she goes.
It's kind of
It's
a
still too
hard
small,
sliminess, yucky
Yeah.
grossness.
but it's slippery, right?
You know what this reminded me? The images of my prostate.
Isn't that what you get? Where you got the pictures from?
No, colonoscopy.
Yeah.
My colonoscopy. Yeah.
That's what the background is.
It kind of looks. That's how I made this map.
Yeah.
I
Talk about putting yourself into the game. Okay.
Okay.
I kind of think of it. It makes me think whoever designed this
That's
had the
probably-
colonoscopy.
That's probably what, yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
So at this point, we look at it. If we take another step over that hump, we're going to be sliding.
Yeah,
And
Christiana
it
says,
looks like there's
"Whoa, guys, it's tenuous here."
Does it seem at any place like if you started sliding and you stuck like a dagger,
I would say it would slow you.
but you couldn't like hold on? It wouldn't be like
No.
a climbing
No.
spike or anything.
No. Maybe it would at some point, but no. It's like ice, right? You can maybe catch a little bit, but
Well, ice pickers do that all the time.
and
DM says,
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
and they plummet to their death. So
Very occasionally.
I don't think they're using just a dagger to do that either.
Did you bring your pitons?
What if I have a climbing kit?
That would
Includes
happen.
special pitons, boot clips, gloves, and a harness.
nice.
I would say that's what it's designed for.
Okay.
But it's designed for rocks that aren't slimy. But yeah, okay. I would give you an opportunity to use that.
An opportunity.
Good thing you mean carrying around your backpack
Yeah.
for the last week,
Yeah.
Now,
Week or more?
month. How long have we been at this?
Game
Yeah.
time.
How long has Christiana been with us?
My cold weather clothing, that's useful here.
It's Kinley.
Oh, I forgot. I had
I'm
these
assuming
spiky
that
boots
I
wrapped up
cannot
in my
spread my
parka,
wings at this point.
which has also been in my backpack for a month.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say with your wings, you can make this jump without hurting yourself.
Hurting myself to land on slimy stuff?
I've got a set of 10 pitons as well.
Slip and fall.
Other
It's hard and
outside of the
slimy.
special ones that are in the
How can
climbing
it be
kit.
hard and slimy at the
This
same time?
right here this scar was achieved by hard and slimy.
Hey,
I don't even see this. scar.
Okay, who's
Oh,
going
that one?
first?
Yeah.
a little
I got one of those.
Yeah. I was going down the waterfalls at Marcel Park. Isn't that what's called the one up by Star Rock? Marcel's?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah.
Marseille.
Marseille.
The one we went to. When it was frozen. It was pretty cool when it was frozen.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've
Yeah,
been there. I
South
don't
Star
remember the name
Rock.
of it.
It's
I've
It's
been there.
Matheson.
Matheson.
Oh, yeah.
Matheson State Park. Pretty cool. And you can swim down it. But I went down and it sliced my hand right up. A slimy wet rock.
See that one on the side of my finger?
Yeah.
You know how old that scar is?
How?
69 years.
I know how I got these
Dude.
scars.
All right.
I'm serious. When I came out of the womb, my hands were in
Drink to your leg.
fists,
I'll drink to your leg. Okay.
and they put cast on my hands to straighten them out. And when the nurse cut it off, she cut my finger.
Usually,
Wow.
you don't get scars from when you're a baby.
Maybe, yeah.
Interesting.
That's what my mom told me.
Yeah.
All right.
I
You're
do.
gonna say my mom
have-
lied? We could go ask her. Oh, wait a minute.
So Grolgark,
I have one, but
You
it's
are
surgery.
just
so
messing around?
Yeah, it's all different.
I'm getting impatient.
Yeah.
So's a lock.
Usually, you just you heal so quickly that it doesn't.
I
What's
don't
the
think
hold? What's the
Hold
hold
on,
up,
it's
Christiana?
if we
Christiana's going
do,
through.
we want to
her
go that
backpack.
way or want to fall down to the bottom of. I don't think we want to go that
It's like
way.
I
We're
have
going
a
to go that
climbing
way.
kit, and there's these.
Parka-
a
rubber
But
chicken.
you guys, if you start falling, you're all going to
Lipstick
go
roll.
sliding down the thing.
All right. I'm
So-
going to go to the top and
We all do the
Poison.
same thing again.
Manacles.
Foundation, eyeliner.
And
Violet blood.
I can slide down and jump
More
across to
blood,
the
more
other side
blood,
What are you-
more
and use my
blood.
claws to climb up.
Okay, so Christiana, she pulls out. She has a climbing kit
For what?
For climbing.
for climbing, and she's got with the special pitons and the harness and like the rope and all that, and then she's got hempen rope and 10 regular pitons.
I'm going to so stupid.
Do it.
I feel like doing
Going.
something stupid.
Do it.
So, I'm going to just say, well, why are we waiting? Why would you? We're going to the other side of this thing, right?
Yeah.
Just run down it and jump.
Pull a
Yeah,
top.
you jump and you slide, and you launch. All right.
Parkour. Parkour.
I need
More like
a
being a water park
dexterity
trying to stand up down the
check.
slide.
to see if you stick the landing or if you start sliding back down the other way.
Not in athletics or
Which-
acrobatics.
I'll take acrobatics.
How about athletics?
How about acrobatics?
Well, then I might as well do dex. So
Would you believe performance?
I got an 11.
Sleight of hand?
11. So Grolgark, you see, sliding past you on the slimy ground, you see Panlamir, fed up with the waiting, slides off. He launches himself off and he lands. And for a moment, he sticks the landing.
Cowabunga, dude!
But then he starts sliding backwards.
So I fly down and
shit.
grab him.
Oh shit!
Christiana is standing at the
pull him
top
up to
holding a
the-
climbing kit.
You
Just
grab
like
him with one claw and you
sighing,
drag
like-
him and you drag him up to here.
Yep.
No problem.
I stuck the landing though.
The 3-point landing. Thunk.
Yeah, a little
And then,
superhero landing.
Now what?
Running.
yeah.
Alright. Olak is going to hand a end of a rope to Christiana, since she has climbing gear.
Do
Minnie
we-
is going to fly the other end of the rope
Do we want to use
across
the
to people.
Do we want to use the pitons to anchor the rope?
I figured you would hold it.
How's she gonna get across?
Yeah, how are we getting across? No, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stick a piton in here, pound it in, and then send Minnie across with the other end of the rope and a piton.
And
And they're gonna do the same.
Handler can pound in the.
But yeah,
And a hammer.
I mean,
or,
but
I'm sure they
would like
have.
my rope back.
you may not.
You may not.
Right, but that if you hold the rope and
Or-
then you could climb down.
Or the last person can untie it and bring the end with them.
Do the slip and slide like.
Yeah.
And then we'll pull you up.
Well, they can pull themselves up the rope or whatever. The last person will untie the rope.
Well, with the baton, there is no strength check. Holding the rope, there is a strength check.
You could tie the rope around your waist.
But that's only for one person. We have
Right,
four people.
right. Everyone else will just
Five.
shimmy across on the rope.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's a strength check 4 times.
No, it's no. We're gonna use a baton for everyone but the last person. The last person ties it around their waist.
But baton's like a spike, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
spike.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, so one baton at each end.
yeah. There's no check. The only right.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah. So the only thing you're losing here is one baton.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just gonna fast forward.
Yep.
Good plan. Maybe there's some drama there. Maybe you slide back.
And I got to switch back to glowing to get through there.
Minus
Yeah.
one.
I'll definitely be in the front.
As you push forward,
We continuing going up.
I assume you're moving to the right.
Yes.
Yeah, we see the. Well, do we see the what's in the bottom of that one?
I think it's going to be another pool.
I think it is.
I don't know how much of this you can really see with your angle.
I
Yeah,
That would
so
be about it.
somewhere about the end you would see
And we'd all drown.
a pool.
Or worse.
Well, I wonder
Be
if I can
digested.
breathe underwater. Can I breathe under blood?
I don't think that's blood. I may be wrong.
Could be stomach acid.
Sinus fluid.
I mean, it seems like blood.
Okay. I didn't know because it looked kind of transparent, translucent red. I didn't know if that was.
God, now we got a tight spot.
Yeah, you got a tight spot that you have to squeeze through.
With a nice little hill on the other side.
You squeeze through it.
Well, at
and
least the adventure doesn't.
Let's see. Who's going first?
I am.
Palmer, you squeeze through. And you. See, this is where I want my luck. I want my luck to see how lucky you are that.
I mean, we can do rolls.
Have me a roll.
Yeah.
Dexterity.
Let's do a
Athletics,
dexterity check. Don't
acrobatics.
suck. I'm going to set the DC at 8.
Good thing I rolled a 10.
Yeah, you made the first hump. You didn't stop. You went down the next hump, and you were able to drag your hands long enough to stop before this next plummet.
Ah.
Oh,
So we didn't go the other way because it was blood and
no, we have a blood
we got another
fountain.
blood.
Or blood.
And I assume the rest of you follow.
Yeah. Do you want us to roll as well?
With Hanlon there, he can help aid in your stop. So
One of us biffs it, we might
Okay.
take him out.
Right.
I
that's
would
what
say
was-
I'd rather.
Yeah, I
I'd
was-
like to move
I
back
want,
towards the
I want a little
left a little
more
bit so that I'm on the lower
know.
end of that valley.
chance here.
All right.
If you're not going to make them roll, then I don't care. But
Let's just skip to the description of this.
it's a blood waterfall.
Blood streams down from a gaping wound in the ceiling. That would be here. Blood streams down from a gaping wound in the ceiling, filling a large pool that covers the floor of this chamber. A hunk of scab floats in the top of the blood.
Christiana's not grossed out, for the record.
Okay. Get scuba gear in there.
Well, she's a blood hunter.
Yeah.
She does blood magic.
So you see spurts of blood from this gaping wound in this.
Now, gaping as in large enough for someone to fit through?
You're gonna climb up.
I will say yes because I want to see you do that.
So, along with your parka, and your
Well, first
climbing
of all,
gear, you
she'd
got
have
a
to get
snorkel
up to
too?
there. Which, unless she can fly, she's not.
She's got her climbing
Climbing
She's
gear.
got the cleats and the spikes and the
Okay,
hammer.
what is she climbing up?
The wall.
That side wall
To get up to there?
to the fountain. Yeah.
There is no sidewall.
The whole
Yes.
thing we're looking at
The
is the side
pink,
wall.
the pink is the slide.
This is
sidewalk.
a side view, remember?
We're
So we're looking at
How
the
many
cave cut
pitons
in
do you
half.
have?
Enough for her?
9 plus the special pitons and the climbing kit. So you can use the climbing kit. You
I think
can't
we wanna
go
fall
across
more
the
than
side, is there
25
another
feet
side?
when you anchor
Just
yourself,
go
and you can't climb more than 20 feet away from that point without undoing the anchor.
Uh-oh.
So, Martello, you're squeezing yourself through this yucky sphincter of a, and you see the slope, and you see that there's no place for you to go. It's like, can someone clear some space?
And then he causes a chain reaction, which ends in Panlemere falling into the blood.
No, we don't want to do that.
Do the bowling pin.
Well, now what do we do, guys?
So,
You want to try it?
Christiana will say, "I wonder if we could climb up that."
How are we all getting up to there?
I didn't say all. I said you wanted to try it.
And that's what Ruckus will say.
Because she's nuts.
It took you this long to
I
figure
think
that
we got
out.
a couple options here. We could break the wall. Like we could fireball the wall
What do we see
and
at
do
the
damage to it
What's
so
that
that we
at
can
the
get to the actual wall.
What's that at the far end?
Fleshy mass.
It looks
She's
like
talking-
darker.
she's talking about
It's
the black
not a
thing.
tomb.
Pollux.
Maybe it's more.
Oh, I
It's
didn't.
part of the picture. It's nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Because
Of
it
that.
kind of looked like it was a
Okay.
passage going up or something.
No, there isn't.
So this is the end of the line, basically.
Yeah.
This is the end of the line.
Nothing to
This
see here.
branch, but yeah.
We could blow a hole in the wall. We could blow a hole in the window.
I think a window would be a better bet because you
It's a holy window, though.
right.
Yeah, there's
Where
something
we are, we have
special
no-
about it, though.
But where
But
we are
it's
now,
all-
you have
Yeah,
no
you blow it
idea
up
how
and we
much.
lose our points.
What? Or
Right,
something
that
bad
makes sense.
happens. What happens when you blow up something that's holy?
Bad things happen.
Bad things could happen. If it's magical.
But
Maybe
when
it heals
if a
itself.
holy person destroys something that's holy, it's okay, right?
I like your math.
Maybe we could be surgical about it instead of smashing it.
Yeah, we just need to make a small hole. We climb through, and then Christiana and Ola can mend it.
There's a small hole right over there. She'll point to
We
the
just need,
gaping wound.
Gushing blood.
in fact,
waterfall.
well, no, maybe not. Well, yeah, okay. We just need an opening in the window big enough to pass the lamp through.
True.
Everybody, one person gets in the lamp.
Do we have glass
pass-
cutter?
How would the last person get through? We can
You
teleport.
hold the lamp through.
No,
Somebody
we-
hops out.
We teleport.
Okay, you don't want to have any fun. You could also pass the lamp back and forth. You could make it work.
Panlemere,
Yeah.
you see a large mass of scab, big enough that you think you could stand on, floats to the edge of the pool.
He's on a floaty.
Oh, to where?
If it doesn't have a sword on it, we're not interested. We're here for the frickin' sword. What are we doing?
It just happens to be the sword of Zariel is sticking in this. No.
I'm just saying we've come
I
to
mean,
the
Excalibur wasn't a pool. It wasn't a pool of water.
I guess above the table, Dave. Is it worth trying to pursue climbing up through the scab?
He said he wanted to see it.
Well, wanting to see it and
Wanting
having
to
it be
see
of
it
any
and,
value
like,
are two different.
Is it a waste of our time, or is there?
Well, it's got a 4 box on it, so there might be something up there.
Like, is it a nothing burger, or is it like?
True. Good point.
No, so it does. The official book describes what happens or what's needed to heal the heal the sore.
She didn't want to heal it. She wanted to spelunk it.
Exactly.
So if we heal it, what would that do?
Hey, hold that rope, and then I'll go
Do we
down.
want to heal the scab? We're trying to get rid of the scab.
But what if you heal it, then the pool will maybe drain, stop filling.
Oh.
But there's no place to. Well, we can't see the bottom.
There's a drain.
I'll go down there and
Does-
investigate.
You're the cleric. You have greater restoration, right?
Yeah.
I was saying I'm gonna be roped down.
Does the pool look like it's rising
A little bit.
as the blood drips into it? Okay.
And I don't like that image. So you go down with
But
the
I
rope
have-
tied
I
on
have to
you.
touch.
Yeah.
I have
You,
to
you
touch.
slowly.
Get up
As
there.
the dragon, I can fly up there and do the spells.
Okay. My Panlamir is headed down.
But you imbue a creature you touch.
So I investigate
this
the
is not a
scab
creature.
more closely now.
Maybe.
And tell me about how you investigate it.
Seems to be alive.
I will try to when it gets close to the shore, I
Mm-hmm.
pull it towards the shore, right up to the shore.
Yeah, you go and poke at it, and you almost go into the fluid as it's an illusion.
Ooh.
And as you discover it's an illusion, dropping from the wall is not a Hezru, it is a barrel.
So what is the floating thing? Is an illusion?
Yes. the
Yeah,
scab.
he was reaching for the floaty,
Yeah.
discovered it's an illusion, which triggered
This guy,
umpteen whatever these are.
I just wanted clarification on that. It was like the blood and like
No, it was
it
the
all,
scab
or was
thing.
just the scab, the floating scab.
this guy drops from the ceiling
Of course he does.
and slides down, flinging you.
Like poo.
You have a reaction. You're in the air and you're about ready to go in the water.
Bamf.
Yeah, you have that spell. You can teleport for like a minute or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a reaction. There's no time to cast a spell.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't.
Unless it says you can.
Yeah, I don't have reactions. I think I do have reactions.
There's a quick reaction.
And greater restoration, I don't think works for this.
Yeah, I don't have anything
One
that's
way to
gonna.
find out.
Well, the list of what it can do doesn't have.
Yeah. No.
Talks about targets, hit points, maximum.
You splash into the water, and now I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. I'm sorry, a Wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh. Wisdom.
15.
15. You feel okay, but your sanity, you feel like you're losing your sanity. And you feel like every moment you're in this fluid is a greater chance of losing that sanity. This is where we're going to roll initiative, and I think this might be a good place to start next week.
Sure.
You want us to roll initiative or wait till next week?
We'll wait until next week.
Because I was.
But next week will be higher.
Can I do one last
That's
thing?
true.
Can I do a medicine check for like curing the wound?
Yeah.
I have plus 10 on medicine.
Would you like to roll as well?
Yeah.
I rolled a
Ooh, ooh,
15.
ooh. Hang on, that's something I can do.
Let them.
Yeah, we'll let them roll.
28.
25.
So, you feel like this is straight out. A character who expends 5 uses of a healer's kit and succeeds on a DC 15 Wisdom medicine check bandages the wound effectively enough to stop the downpour of blood.
What purpose?
So I have to use a lot of bandages and a medicine.
So I mean, I will say if you use a healing spell, an actual healing spell on it, you can heal it enough for it to stop bleeding.
To what purpose?
I don't know.
We don't know.
To stop it from bleeding, to stop the pool from filling.
Why do we care about the scab? We're trying to get inside the thing that the scab is covering up.
It's good information to have.
Okay.
We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how to get in.
Right now we got this thing that just dropped out of the ceiling
Yeah.
Let's see.
and is attacking us, evidently.
Let's see. Do I have a picture of it? I have pictures for a lot of things.
Anyway, the Greater Restoration, I can fix one effect that charmed or petrified the target. No. One curse, including the target's attunement to a no. Cursed magic.
Yeah.
Any
it's more
reduction to one of the target's ability
It's
scores.
more about curses, isn't it? Yeah,
So-
restoration.
Let's follow up with Null for Panlamir. What do you do?
That looks like a red blood cell.
I'm going to try to get out of the water.
But to get out of the water, swinging back to the guy that just threw you in. Is that what you were going to do?
Probably.
I would use your
So you swim back.
I could fly over his head and pick him up.
Well, I thought we were going to start next week.
Yeah, we'll start next week. That's fine.
So I might have other options. by
You
next
have
week.
other options.
Or
Yeah.
are we? Yeah, we're leveling up.
Yes. So by next week, please level up. What level are you now? 13?
13,
13?
14.
So you'll be 14. All right. So fair warning. If you somehow manage to overcome Zariel and return everyone back to
Ultra.
return Eldrael and finish this whole thing, you're gonna advance to 15. Just so as you know.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're leveling up now.
Well,
As is.
Yeah.
But pleasantly surprised.
no.
Because you had previously said at the end of all this we'll level up. But
He threatened to level us up once we stopped the city.
Thank you. I thought I had.
okay.
Yeah, that was like session 1 of this campaign.
Yeah. So I intended to have 2 levels in this.
Okay.
But the first level was much larger. This next level may be considerably shorter.
So find your victims.
I don't know if you're going to have opportunity or
Are
not.
we going to have a crazy dragon to deal with here in a few minutes?
And may even have a crazy mini as well.
No, Minnie's fine.
I killed that one of those.
Oh,
priests.
not for this level, but
That got you to this level.
Yeah.
Now you're
The
this.
next, yeah.
That's what we're saying.
The next level.
Yeah, before you go, you might want to go find yourself some humanoids to.
and we don't have a Ta to sacrifice this time around. So
All right, level 14.
You're making me
next.
feel bad now.
he's still alive. He's a lich.
Oh my
But Glenn
god.
doesn't know that.
Glenn, it's true. Glenn doesn't know that.
How did I kill him then?
Well, you killed the lich.
He killed the lich. He just came.
As a clerk, you
came
would know
back.
what a lich is.
Voldemort.
As Leonard, I have no clue.
Voldemort is a
Yeah.
lich, right?
Voldemort.
Voldemort. So
You can live off another human being. In other words.
well, you split your soul,
Yeah.
and so if you die, you just go retrieve the soul that you had split, so you can continue to live.
And then you manifest a new body.
Exactly.
You know, stuff like that.
Stuff
As
like
one does.
Yeah, that's fun.
Well, you can't do
that. All
that.
right.
That's how liches are immortal.
Oh,
They keep
yes.
splitting their soul.
So I
Wouldn't
think,
you
we,
eventually run out of souls?
I think we identified that
well,
communication is an issue for us.
I don't. Yeah.
Does everybody agree with that? Should somebody pick up a scrying or a sending spell?
It depends what's available. Also,
We're communicating just fine.
Well,
When you're separated by miles and miles and miles.
lots.
We figured it out. Have a dragon do something.
Dragon skywriting.
Surrender, Dorothy. Oh,
Okay.
So, it's fair point, Knowles. Just saying, if you have an option to get some sort of long-range communication, keep that in mind.
I have it.
Please level up by next week. Please spend an hour between now and then looking at your character and leveling them up. Oh, well, then if you're done, you're done.
Yeah, I have it in my calendar.
But I got a cool new reaction.
Alright, see you guys next week.
All right, take care, everyone. All right. I don't know if I'm allowed to play that on my live
Christian
stream.
recognizes it.
Play
Young
what?
Bucks don't know it.
Stop.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.